The hell? Are we live and direct? Are we live and direct is my question. Yerp. What's good? How we doing? How we feeling? What's the motive? What's the vibe? What are we up to? What on earth is going on here? Okay, I thought it was seeing things. Alright, cool. Let me just check something real quick and then we're going to double back. We are going to double back to YouTube. Hope everyone doing good. Hope everyone doing all right. Yeah, no, I must be losing it real quick. Okay, we lit. Okay, we lit. We litty schmitty. And we gonna get into it. I sound pleasant. I sound wonderful. Yo, when y'all do this YouTube shit for real, y'all need to love your voice, bro. If you don't love your voice, you're gonna hate YouTube. You're gonna hate streaming in general. You know, love your voice. For real. If you're gonna make your voice better, you gotta develop yourself, you know, take some practice, get some practice going on, you know. Do what you gotta do, change it up a little bit, you know. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to love your voice for real, bro. So, and a part of loving your voice is loving yourself, no? So, hey, that's the vibe. Alright. Live and direct. Am I still there? Yes, I'm still here. Of course I'm still here. What are we talking about? Look at Destiny giving me notes and messages and all that. If y'all play Destiny out there, I'll drop my gamer tag. I doubt anybody that watches this plays Destiny, though. I'm going to be super honest. I doubt any of you play Destiny. But if you do and you want to play with me, let me know. I'm with it. Let's get some people in here, man. Let's get some people going on in here. Before we get to today's festivities, I want to see some more people in the chat today. We got a lot of videos to get through, okay? There's going to be live reactions, so everything that I react to is going to be recorded and it's going to get posted. Now, I haven't posted today because, you know, life. But, you know, Saturday, I don't think I really have anything going on Saturday. I'm not going out or anything like that, so yeah. Saturday, you guys are going to get a dump truck load of uploads, bro. Y'all finna get a dump truck load. Alright, cool. First things first, let's tie this hair up because this a lot, yo. This a lot, man. What's going on? Anita Maxine. This guy is for real? Is this guy serious? I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I'm amazed. I'm not surprised. Kendrick said he was a master manipulator, so, you know. That's what's going on. So, yeah. Alright, my hair nice and tied. My hair nice and tied up. Everything looking real tight. I love tying up my hair. I'm not saying I like pulling my hair, but anyway. Look, I know you see Destiny on the screen. I know you see it on the screen right now. But currently, I just want to see some more people in here because we're going to get into today's festivities. We got some things to watch. You want to check out my characters? I got my Warlock, my Titan, and my Hunter. This is what I do on my off time. I play Destiny on my off time. I love Destiny. I've been playing Destiny since the open beta. All the way back in like what, 2013, 2014. I haven't let this game go. I can't help it. But this is not really a gaming channel. This is what I do on my side time, you know. When I have free time, play a little Destiny. Shout out to the squad, shout out to the team, shout out to the mandem. You know? But yeah, this is what I like to do when I'm not busy. But don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm going to show you the videos. In fact, let me get one of them ready. I got to watch the Joe Budden podcast later. Jay, like, for example, okay, we got this. So, shout out to the Ville. Like always, shout out to the Ville. I'm going to show y'all the first video we're going to get into for today. Of an example of like what kind of vibe we're going to be on, right? So bear with me. Boom. This is the first video we're going to get into today. Drake exposed by event worker after canceling tour. That's going to be our first video for today. You know? I just want to see some more people in the chat. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong? You know? Shout out to the day one. Shout out to the reoccurring. Shout out to everybody that loves to tune in. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to the non-subscribers. Hey, bro, I'm just showing love and appreciation to everybody, you know? That's what we can do. That's all we can do, you know? So, yeah. Yo, this is so good, bro. Guys, this is lemon water. This is about 2.2 liters of lemon water. This is so good. Like, the amount of energy that rushes through my body when I drink this is just astounding, bro. You know? That's the run right here. Alright. Excuse-moi. Excuse-moi. Jesus. Alright, so, you know what? We might as well get into the first video, you know? Shout out to the Ville, always showing love to the channel. Every time I stop by the live, this guy's always shouting me out, what's good? You know, it's all love and appreciation, bro. That's all I do for YouTube, bro. I'm just sharing love, you know what I'm saying? Not no Diddy-ish. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm just showing appreciation to the individuals that do deserve it on YouTube. That's all I do, you know? I'm here to get my own thoughts. That's why I have my own channel. You know? And I'm glad and I'm grateful for the subscribers that I've built. You know, I'm trying to elevate, do what I can to make it on YouTube, you know, but it's a tough road. I'm not going to lie. It's a tough road, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it, and I want to make sure I deliver the best I can for y'all. That's why we've been working behind the scenes on other projects on this channel. Remember, this is a network. Now, usually when it comes to a network, you're not just getting news. This channel is going to have multiple different shows on it. That's what a channel is. If you tune into what? If you tune into the CNN news channel, you think you're getting CNN breaking news all day? No. There's multiple programs and different shows on channel 33 or whatever channel that you have on cable. You know? I'm trying to do that for this. I want to make sure this channel is entertaining. Right? I'm going to do the best I can as the individual that I am to deliver something entertaining for the masses out there. And at the same time, you're going to have your breaking news. But I'm not, this wasn't originally a music industry channel. This was actually going to be for comedy. I have a strong love and appreciation for comedy. You know? You're going to see some comedic reactions on here too. We're currently developing a new show on this channel called Top Pick. Okay? It's a comedic debate show that we are working on currently. We filmed not too long ago. I have to edit everything now so I can deliver it for you guys, right? So that's another thing that we're working on. The lives that we do, that's another thing. Live breaking news. You know? All these things that we do for this channel is not only for us, but also for you. Trust me when I say we have some entertaining-ish work, like being worked on this channel. I'm telling you, it's going to be something special. And it might shake the room in Canada too. That's the most important part. We got to shake the room in Canada. Because Canada's getting super bland right now. We have variety, but our variety is so basic, it's just uninteresting. And that goes over all aspects of our entertainment. So, let's get into some news, y'all. We got the Ville. Let me begin recording. What's good? Welcome back. Hey, real quick. Yo, chat, I know y'all here, but listen. We got to do it. We got to do it. Let's go. Yo, right here. Yo, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single City Reactions, only on the Flexing Mind Network. I'm the original Anomaly. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, what's good? We got a video by the Ville, y'all. It's titled Drake Exposed by Event Worker After Canceling Tour. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into the video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, alright? So let's go. Let's see what my boy got for us today, bro. Shout out to the Ville.
What's going on, y'all?
So it
looks like we got some breaking news. It looks like this is reported.
What's the word, brother?
Over there in Australia, and it says here that a concert employee exposed some situations that happened right before Drake decided to cancel his tour over there in Australia and New Zealand. It says here, Drake, concert employee, claims what really happened at the rapper's disastrous final show in Brisbane after he canceled the remainder of his tour. Disastrous final show. So it looks like it wasn't all good. It looks like there was some issues at the tour. It looks like he had multiple issues at the tour that made people there and employees feel like it was very, very bad, very disastrous from what this employee is saying. Now it says here that an employee at Drake's Brisbane concert has claimed there was disastrous issues with the Canadian rapper's final show on Tuesday night. The God's Plan hitmaker, 38 years old, abruptly left Australia on Wednesday morning after cancelling the final 4 shows in his Down Under in New Zealand tour due to a scheduling conflict. One Reddit user who claims they were a worker on the Queensland leg of the Anita Max Win tour alleges there were numerous scheduling problems with Drake's final show
at the
Brisbane Entertainment Center. It says Drake wanted to do a closed sound check at 6 p.m., which usually happens at 3 p.m.
Why?
They claimed on Wednesday. Everyone had to leave the building or stay in the courtyard if they had already been let in, but staff were allowed to stay. So this is the worker expressing how Drake was doing sound checks at an inappropriate time that was throwing everything off. We opened up from 5:30 p.m. and our first customer got in at 7:30 p.m. and we were supposed to close outlets at 8 p.m. but didn't until 10 p.m. So everything has been getting pushed hours later. Whatever was supposed to be happening was happening 2 hours after the fact because Drake was doing delays with his sound check and whatever the case may be. Basically, Drake is holding everything up, which is causing issues for other people. Now, the user from Reddit who claims to have worked there had stated that he went on to say that concert goers were stuck outside the concert while Drake performed a late sound check, alleging some were passing out from the heat.
Wow.
Now, a lot of people need to understand that, remember, this is not in America. This is in Australia and New Zealand.
It's hot as bricks.
Claiming was that they were getting bitten by mosquitoes. So it gets very hot over there. And then also, a lot of mosquitoes come out around this time. And Drake was leaving people outside to get bitten by mosquitoes, regardless of whatever the case may be, until he finishes his sound check. They also added Patreons attending the VIP party upstairs either had to get in before 5:30 or they were stuck outside and not allowed to join the party until gates reopened.
Wow.
So right here, even the VIP guests, if they didn't get in at a specific time, they were going to have to wait outside like everybody else.
Is it? No. Hold on a second. Because now I got a question. What were you doing that made you want to do all of this at a late time? You're literally on the other side of the world, my guy. You can't move at your own pace. Because unfortunately, wherever you go, you have to move at their pace. You might be the main act. But just because you're the main act doesn't mean you're going to be the guy running things for the tour. All the stage hands, all the staff, all the engineers, all the technicians, they're running the show. They have a set time. They have a set schedule. You're not familiar with this area because you haven't been here in 10 years. You cannot move the way you want to move. So for you to move like this only shows that you really don't care too much about what's going on. You just want to perform your hits. You want to let people know I'm still alive. Ooh, that's cool. That's great. But you got to follow the rules and the times, bro. For real. Even if you're like a Lauryn Hill or anything like that. Because Lauryn Hill is famous for this. For you to do something like this, it's really not a good look. Because you're coming here to make people like you. You lost the biggest battle of your life. You need people on your side. But if you need these people on your side, you got to go by their rules. That's the truth. That's the whole truth. Because think about it. If you want to be known as a good artist, you need to understand what happens behind the scenes matters just as much as what happens in front of your face. Fact. We really need artist training, bro. We need these artist training camps in Canada because, trust and believe me, there's a lot of artists out here need to learn. But by having Drake as your prime example of what you should be doing, regardless if you're here on land or off land, it's not a good role model. It's not a good example set. It's just only going to cause more problems. Let's keep going.
They would have to wait in the heat outside.
That's
while
insane.
Getting bit by mosquitoes. Now I heard Australia has a lot of crazy things, a lot of crazy animals, bugs, insects. But right now the narrative
huge
is
insects.
Mosquitoes and the heat, which I could tell, which obviously could be a very, very annoying pattern. Getting hit by the heat and then getting bit by mosquitoes, waiting outside, the uncomfortableness of it all. I bet a lot of fans just felt some type of way just waiting for this concert to happen. I can't believe if this is true, Drake is treating his guests like this. Now, this is from an employee over there at the arena. He was late both nights because he wasn't on site until he was ready to perform and barricaded the back of the arena to enter the stage. That way, instead of coming in from backstage. So this is not the first time that Drake is late. Drake has been late multiple times. He was late for 2 nights in a row. He was late for both nights. He was late for 2 nights. And he's nowhere to be seen in the area until it's time to perform. And even after it's time to perform, he feels obligated to do a sound check and have everybody wait outside until he's ready to get the show on the road. Basically wasting everybody's time, making his fans wait outside in miserable conditions.
And that's more
payment.
payment.
Difficult for everybody out there. Patreons were leaving by 10:30 because it was either really late or they thought it was too loud or the sound was bad. And he finished at 11:30. So a lot of people at this point didn't want to stay there. A lot of people were stating that it was too loud in there. A lot of people were saying that there was some audio issues and it sounded very bad. And a lot of people were leaving an hour early before the concert even finished. Mind you, they're already there 2 hours past the time that they were supposed to leave. On Wednesday, Drake canceled the remainder of his Australia and New Zealand tour due to the scheduling conflict. The rapper left Australia on Wednesday morning and returned to his native Canada via private jet. He was due to perform at Brisbane Entertainment Center on March 4th before heading back to Sydney for another show at Kudos Bank Arena on March 7th.
Okay, let's be honest now. Let's be super honest, because now I got a question, because now I'm realizing something. I'm actually realizing something, because my question is, whoa, hold on a second. I know I'm not saying anything yet, but I'm just processing everything right now. But let me leave these variables out for you real quick. Let's start with the Drake and Party Next Door album first. Let's start here first. I'm going to leave... Okay, what can I use as an example for the Drake and Party Next Door tour? I need something... Okay, I got tea bags. I got about, what? This is about 5 tea bags. This is 5 tea bags, right? So what did I say first? I said first was, if you're following with me, I'm going to leave it right here. The Drake and Party Next Door album. Let's start there first. Let's start here. Reason why is that now we're going to start to understand the expenses. Now, the expenses is something that a lot of people are not paying attention to too much. because I heard the tickets for this show was cheap. So now it begs the question as what is really going on behind the scenes. So first we had the Party Next Door and Drake album, right? Next, we got the OVO plane, okay? Private jet. I'm assuming he's using his own jet, flying everywhere. He wants to let people know I landed, right? On some James Brown type ish. This is my plane. I'm Air Drake. You know what I'm saying? So that's the second expense right now. So we got the album first, now we got the plane. You got to remember, if you're going to fly a plane, you got to fuel that mug. You know what I'm saying? We got to fuel this. The reason why I'm going through this is because now we're stepping into a realm that is kind of interesting. So now we got concert tickets. The concert venue. Because the venue that he was performing at, or the venues, I should say, is not that big. Now, don't get it twisted. 12,000 people is a lot of people. But for Drake, that's not a lot of people. So now we got an interesting setup here. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because how much is really being made right now? Because to fuel your jet, it's going to cost about 5-6 figures easy. So now you're doing a lot of flying around right now. Right? I'm not saying he's flying to every area in Australia. He's probably driving, unless there's multiple different airports in Australia. So he has to fly from Australia to New Zealand. That's a big flight in itself already. To fly from Canada to Australia is already a massive flight. And you know that's one-way flight too. So on the one-way flight, you're burning a lot of fuel. And remember, to fuel a jet, it's going to take about 5-6 figures to fuel a jet. Okay? But now you're going to fly from Australia to New Zealand. It's not a big flight, but that's still, like, you still got to refuel. Every time you fly, you got to refuel. You can't fly without refueling. That's dangerous. You can't do that. You got to make sure you have a full tank wherever you go. You know? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because now the cancellation looks funny. It's always a scheduling conflict, but nobody's really explaining anything behind it. So now we got to paint the picture. This is the point where we got to paint the picture. If you don't like what I'm saying, you can go. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to give my own thoughts. These are my thoughts, what I think. Because I just had an epiphany. I just realized these are also expenses that do matter when you're going on tour. And you can even add the tour bus. If they decide to fly or drive with a tour bus, that's another expense too. Now, it's not a big expense. It's not a huge expense. You know, but these expenses matter. Because you got to calculate all this, right? These are the things that you need to pay for before you get your returns on the tour. They're going to say you got this much back from the tour, but they haven't, maybe a lot of the times, they haven't considered taking out the expenses when they say these numbers. We hear a big number and say, oh, that's perfect. But we don't realize that number is being subtracted by other numbers that help to make this happen, right? So scheduling conflict is cool. You can go ahead and say scheduling conflict, no problem. But to fly, to fuel, your concert tickets, your album sales, these are all being put into the tour. Now I'm starting to think this tour was canceled. Not only because a lot of people weren't really showing up, because what he just explained is really a big thing that happens in Australia with all the bugs. Yo, if y'all don't know about Australia, Australia is known for having some peculiar animals. Their rats are like, the New York City rats that we see is like the same thing in Australia. You know, kangaroos is nothing to be played with, but it's those bugs. The spiders, the mosquitoes, the wasps, the bees. I don't know what kind of pollen they got out there, but it must be some sort of super pollen. You know? So, this is what people in Australia got to deal with on a regular basis. Especially when it's blazing hot. Because it don't really snow in Australia. It's a rare occasion to get snow in Australia. It's always going to be sunny or it's going to rain sometimes. But you're never going to see that white powder. So I'm starting to think with this tour, what is happening is not much money is being made. I don't think a lot of money is being made on this tour at all. So for him to cancel the tour abruptly, he might have realized these expenses that are adding up, all the drinks we're buying, all the extra ish that we're doing, it's starting to add up, and that number is getting too big, so that when it's subtracted from the overall sales tour, we're not getting a lot of money in return. Meaning it's going to be a low revenue count. So I think he cut it at 12 out of 16 shows to say, you know what, we have this amount, we can go back now. You got to remember, when it comes to the federal cases and all that, those are not, Drake is not there for that. The lawyers are handling that. Unless they're going to call Drake to go up to a stand, he's not going to go in there for that. Same thing with Kendrick. He's not going to show face for that. So, that's the epiphany I had. I'm starting to think not a lot of money's being made on this tour. So that it's best to cut it at where we are than to continue it, knowing that the last couple shows are not really giving us money. Shout out to 4 O'Clock Tea. Listen, this is the best green tea out there in the land, bro. I got about 3 boxes from Costco. This thing is amazing. If you want quality green tea, I'm going to show y'all the box one more time. This is quality green tea. If you want that, pop in, holla. You know? Let's get back to this, though. Maybe I should have like an Amazon shop for to show y'all the song.
Was then set to play gigs in Auckland, New Zealand on March 15th and 16th. The news came right after the One Dance star partied at popular Brisbane nightclub,
crazy.
The Tax Office, until 4 a.m. in the morning, following his show at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre on Tuesday night.
So he's partying.
He then flew to Fiji on his private jet at 6:40 a.m. Wednesday morning before heading to Toronto via Hawaii. Now, this matches up to what others had said from OVO, where they said that they were at a club and that they had to leave several hours later. In a statement to Daily Mail Australia, Live Nation said that they were working on rescheduling the remaining Australia and New Zealand tour dates and offered refunds to concert goers. And this is
I don't think they're going to reschedule.
Got it from. This is the alleged worker here from Brisbane who expressed everything in this article. This is the Reddit post that they had gotten this from. And like I said, this is the Daily Mail over there in Australia. And all that was said there doesn't match up to what the OVO source is saying. Now, apparently, this is OVO Eli that they had gotten the source from. And this OVO affiliate had claimed that the reason for cancellation was a cost and time issue, as Drake didn't want to idle for 12 days between shows, saying...
let me see what's going on here. Per an OVO source, the reason for cancellation was a cost and time issue, as Drake didn't want to be idle for 12 days between shows. Drake offered to share costs to pay his staff of 100 plus people. That's another expense, paying your staff. But host declined. That's when Drake made the move to cancel the tour. Not a lot of money was being made from this tour. So it was definitely a cost and time issue, but not in the way you think. Not in the way you think at all. I'm going to make that clear. These expenses are adding up for him, and the returns on the tour are not good. That's why it canceled. That's remember, you're on my channel, so this is my opinion, okay? This is my personal opinion. I'm putting the facts together that I believe matter. It might be headcanon, but at the same time, you got to understand, I'm pulling from different facts that we're seeing and that we're reading and that we're listening to make this decision. A lot of people have this similar decision, okay? There's some YouTubers out there that definitely have more knowledge about this, but I'm giving you a different perspective. The perspective that people are not really thinking about. And I'm coming from an expenses perspective. That matters. That absolutely matters. Expenses on a tour, if you're not making enough on the tour and your expenses are adding up and it's getting higher and higher, to the point where you're not really gonna make about like 6 figures. You're probably gonna make like 5 figures. It's looking shaky right now, bro. It's looking super shaky. Let's finish out the video though.
That Drake didn't want to wait 12 days for the next date to start and wanted to do the tour at a faster pace. Drake offered to share costs to pay his staff of 100 plus people, but hosts declined. That's when Drake made the move to cancel the tour. This doesn't make any sense at all from what the alleged worker is saying in that article that we had just read. Because if the worker is saying that they were having disastrous issues, it looks like it was Drake's fault because he was the one running late. He was the one sound checking late, and he was the one making people wait outside, allegedly.
Maybe it adds up.
It looks like Drake's source doesn't really make any sense. Because if they said that you had to be idle, you had to wait 12 days between shows. You got 12 days off before you got to go to work. It doesn't really make any sense. You're not obligated to stay there in Australia.
Maybe it adds up because now you have 2 different sources that are 2 different things. People are automatically assuming that these are 2 different sides to a story. But what if this is one after the other? Because if you're listening, he's going to be idle for 12 days out there in their land, right? But my question is now, because they do definitely go out. They do definitely go go to the clubs and everything, you know? They're boosting the economy in Australia. This is Drake we're talking about. Regardless if he won the battle or not, he hasn't been to Australia in over a decade, sorry. Over a decade. He's boosting the economy, no doubt. So him showing face out there in their land, it's important, it matters. My question and what I'm trying to figure out is, if you know you have certain times you got to keep, why are you not showing up at these times? I understand you want to go out and party and all that, cool. You might smash a couple gyal. You know, you might deal with the matas, you see me? You know, you might want some warm, you know? But now we're getting to a point where it's like, what really matters to you? What is your goal for this tour? Because the goal of the tour is like, this is one big ego boost. It's a fact. He hasn't been here in how long, but he knows for a fact these individuals here are going to show love. Now, he's been trolled a lot. Look, don't get it twisted. Australia might be down under, but they're up with the times right now. They see what's going on the internet. They're going to troll him. They're using Kendrick to troll Drake. It's working, and it looks funny to see this happen to someone that was at the top. You know, but you know for a fact all these people are going to love you. You're here to let people know I'm still alive. That's why you walked out with that bullet stain like hoodie with that random smoke coming out of it. You know, like it's just more about like, you know what, I'm sad, but I'm here in a place where people actually love me. People actually appreciate me. So I'm going to use this to my advantage. But I think the advantage that he used it to kind of cripples his career, because what I'm hearing, what the concert goers are going through, like everything sounds too loud, like nothing really sounds crisp, it's not perfect. What else? The heat environment, the very heated environment, waiting in line for hours upon hours just so he can sound check. You're not catering to your fans. You need to cater to your fans right now. Especially all the way out on the other side. I understand you're you. It's almost like he's moving like a diva. I understand this is you. This is cool. This is great. No doubt. It's not the time for that. To be honest, it's better for you to move like a diva back in North America than out there in Australia. You want to let them know that you're here to give them experience that they can never forget. But you got to remember, you're going to give them an experience they never forget, right? But you're not giving them the positive experience they'll never forget. They're only really going to remember that you got trolled. They sent drones after you. They played a whole bunch of Kendrick songs wherever you went, mind you. People were screaming, "Not like us," when you walk by. Screaming Kendrick's name everywhere you went. They're definitely going to remember that. But they're not really going to remember the experience wholeheartedly unless they're a diehard Drake fan. Right? This is something that artists need to understand when you tour. When you tour, you can't be who you want to be. You have to be who you need to be. You need to be the people's champion. You need to be that motivation, that individual, that influencer. So you can regain all the fans that you lost. You need to be that. If you're not going to be that, you're going to lose the fans. You're definitely going to lose the fans. And that's a whole problem in itself. Because you need all the fans you can get right now. Let's finish out this video, man.
Australia to finish this concert.
Hope the chat's doing good. Hope everyone's doing all right.
You're 12 days in between, especially if you're Drake and you're riding in a jet. Right here, I feel like Drake is trying to blame the venue, saying that the host declined.
Can't blame the venue.
Out of pocket 100 plus people. So while Drake is making the excuse that he didn't want to wait 12 days between shows, he's also throwing the venue under the bus by saying they declined his offer to pay these people. From what it looks like, it doesn't look like it was a money issue. It doesn't look like it was a cost issue. And if it was a time issue, it looked like it was Drake that was wasting everybody's time.
Yup.
And then going by what the worker said, it looks like Drake didn't want to waste any more time there, having to stay there for 12 days, and then going back and then doing another show. Acting like he can't leave and come back, though. That's what I just don't understand about this excuse here, about this explanation from the OVO source. It doesn't really make any sense. And then throwing the...
It's not smart to leave and come back because you got to fuel that jet. And to fuel that jet, we know he's flying his own plane. He brags about it everywhere he goes. But for him to go to Australia, he has 12 days in between. Yeah, you can go and come back. No. You got to fuel on your way going to Canada. And when you come back to Australia, you got to fuel again. iHeartRadio reached settlement with Drake. We're going to get to that, Mitchie. Don't worry. We're going to get to that. I just want to get through some of the videos that I haven't got to yet. And then we're going to get to that. All right? So don't worry. That's coming up. So I just want to finish this one out. We're going to go to the next video. There's a lot of videos for me to get to. You know? But as we get through these things, we're learning. We're educating ourselves about this. I hope people are learning about this too. Expenses matter when you're on a tour, especially when you're going overseas. Expenses absolutely matter. You know? But it's ill-advised to use that plane to fly back and forth all over the place, knowing that you got to refuel it. I don't care how much money he has. Ain't nobody want to fuel that jet like that, bruh. If you're going to fuel that jet knowing that it's going to take about 5 figures to fuel a jet, bro, last thing you want to do is fly it all willy-nilly. I don't care how much money you got. Don't waste your money on the jet, man. Come on. Let's keep going.
Under the bus either. That doesn't really make sense. I think Drake is trying to shift the blame on somebody else. He's trying to deflect this. I think Drake is just trying to find a good excuse. For what it seems like, it looks like Drake was the only one that was having a time issue and also trying to put it on the establishment. So we have an employee saying one thing and then we have OVO affiliates saying another. This is basically where we're at with it now. No, we're going to keep it alleged, bro. We're going to keep it alleged at this time. But it looks like somebody who allegedly was there was expressing that there was a lot of issues for the date, and they're expressing that it might not even be worth it to go back if he does decide to go back to Australia to reschedule the dates. But it looks like Drake, nonetheless, already posted online, and he was already excited to be out of there. It looked like he did not want to be there at all, from what it seems like by the people that work there.
Man, it's just a quarterly board.
But y'all could tell me how you feel about this. Y'all could tell me how you feel about this situation here. How do you feel about this Anita Max win tour? Do you feel like Drake didn't want to be there at all? Do you believe the alleged employee? Did Drake make an excuse to leave early because of the issues that he was having at the concert, because of how disastrous it was? Y'all can tell me how you feel in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it alleged.
Keep it alleged, no doubt. That's our first video. Hey, look. Ooh. We got our next video right here already. Hey, look, that's me. We live, baby. So we got our next video by the Veil. Wow, I don't know why I butchered that. We're gonna get into that one next. Like I said, I'm going up the timeline right now. We're going to end off with the whole settlement thing, right? But we got to make sure that we get through all of these videos. See? Right here. Showface News. He's live right now with it too. You know? Shout out to Du. Appreciate all that you do on YouTube. We thank you. Now, with that being said, look, this is Single City Reactions. We just getting started, bro. So listen, let's get on and go ahead to the next video, all right? Let's go ahead and get on to the next video. I like that one. Let's go ahead and get to the next one, bro. Now, let's go ahead and get to this one. This is once again by the Ville again. Shout out to the Ville. Shout out to the Ville for words. Shout out to the Ville for getting to 11K subs, bro. That's a dream right there. To get 5 figures in subs, man. My God. This is going to be a long journey because I'm only at like 2.3. I'm only at 2.3. This is going to be a long journey for real. I just hope that I'm entertaining enough and I'm delivering news and flexing my mind so y'all can enjoy it, you know? So look, we got our next video again too. We go ahead and hit the record button real quick. Look, I have to do it, guys. If you're going to come to Single City Reactions only on the Flexing My Network, I got to do it. I got to do it every video that I do. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready for real? Let's go. Yo, right here. Right here in the small box. Right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single City Reactions only on the Flexing My Network. I'm the original Anomaly. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, we got a video by the Ville today. This one is titled, Did Steak Fund This Disastrous Drake Tour? I like the question because now you got to add steak as an expense as well. And I feel like Steak, definitely fueled this. Definitely funded this. So I want to see what kind of information and what kind of research the Ville did, okay? So that being said, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, alright? With that being said, let's get into the video, alright? Let's go. Talk to me, brother. What's good?
Now, one of the things that I wanted to talk about in regards to the Anita Max Win Tour before Drake had postponed it, rescheduled it, whatever the case may be, there was a talking point that people were talking about on the internet, and that was the situation with everybody requesting things from Drake in this
crazy
type of giveaway type of scenario where people would go to the...
This is crazy, bro. If this is this what people want? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to the Australians for doing this. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let's read one right here. Help my BF buy an engagement ring. Oh my goodness. I need money for my bachelorette party in, what's that? Ibiza? Which other one we got here? Which other one we got here? Drake, give my father a break? Is that what that says? Holy, bro. They just want money from the kid, bro. They want money from the boy. Yo, for people to write all of this, this is a lot. This is a lot. For people to do this in front of him is insane. This is I've never seen nothing like this. I thought people are going to the concert to enjoy themselves, enjoy the music. They know Drake likes to give out money, so they're like, yo, let me get a bag, bro. Yo, if I was there, I'd hold up a sign right now. I might be down under, but I just flew from Toronto. Can you bless me a flight back? That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to say on my sign. My sign's literally going to say that. I'm going to make sure I'll be in front row and throw it up there if I have to, bro. You know? Because I'm going to need a flight back. But let's keep going with the video because I know it just started. I love to talk too much. I can't help it. That's why we live.
Concert, and they would ask for stuff. They would ask for an engagement ring.
Crazy.
Ask for him to pay their bills.
Crazy.
You know, ask for a car.
Crazy.
Ask to pay the mortgage.
Crazy.
Trips to Greece.
Crazy.
Hurricanes, cancer patients.
My God.
Marriages. A lot of people go to this concert, and it starts to feel like a giveaway. A lot of people are asking for stuff, requesting for stuff. And Drake is giving them the request. Whatever people that he picks out in the crowd, he'll actually answer to their request and give them what they want. Now, this is some type of giveaway type of theatric that's been going on at the concert. And it made me think, well, who is giving the stuff away? Like, is Drake paying out of pocket? Or is this coming from the people that sponsored the tour? And who sponsors the tour? But just to be clear, from what it looks like here, UMG is not listed as an official sponsor of Drake's Anita Max Win Tour. The tour is primarily associated with Live Nation, which is known for organizing and promoting concerts and tours Additionally, Drake has a significant partnership with Stake, a cryptocurrency platform, which has been involved in various promotional activities related to the tour. Now, you might think to yourself, what promotional activities are you talking about? Well, it's simple. One of the promotional activities happens to be a video that recently went viral earlier this month where Drake could be seen in Sydney, Australia at a penthouse where a drone catches him on the website.
So that was promotional?
Now, you might think, oh, was this real or was this fake? Well, it turns out this was just a promotion from Stake.
Wow.
Considering the fact that they are actually a Sydney, Australia-based company, and this is actually where their headquarters is at.
Wow.
So it made a lot of sense for this to be a promotional thing that they conjured up with Drake. Make it look kind of indirect. You know, that's always been Drake's MO. But realistically, it's some type of promo, you know, for Drake and Stake.
Now, hey, hold on. That was a bar. I just caught that. That was a bar. Let's go back. That was a bar. Yo, shout out to the Ville, bro.
A based company, and this is actually where their headquarters is at.
Crazy.
So it made a lot of sense for this to be a promotional thing that they conjured up with Drake. Make it look kind of indirect. You know, that's always been Drake's MO.
That's a bar. The fact that Drake likes to do advertisements that are indirect, knowing that the whole beef that happened is because he was never indirect, or sorry, that he was never direct, is crazy. That's crazy.
But realistically, it's some type of promo, you know, for Drake and Stake. Now, you could take a look here as well. This is when Drake went to Instagram right after the situation with the sandal and him throwing it to the drone. He had put, "The stakes are high, but so am I." And then the next photo was him wearing a Stake t-shirt. So this is clear as day that this was a promotional thing that he had conjured up with Stake. Get the drone, fly it out to the penthouse. The penthouse is in Sydney, Australia, the same place the headquarters is at for Stake.
I want to throw this in here for any artists that do decide to listen to this. Getting sponsorships is very important, but you don't want to be reliant to these companies, because now you have another puppeteer under you. It's one thing to have UMG as your puppeteer, knowing that they can just throw you away in any second, but now you have two puppeteers controlling you. It might look fine, it might seem cool. You're going to get a lot of money, don't get it twisted, but now your freedom is gone. If we're going to be honest. Now we know what kind of lifestyle that Drake lives. So he's used to that kind of lifestyle, right? But he's a 38-year-old man. I don't think a lot of 38-year-old men really want to move like that, bro. It's one thing to be rich and wealthy, but to have all those eyes on you, all these faces controlling you. As a creative artist, now you got to sit there and ask yourself, is this what I really want? Because now I'm not creating anymore. I'm going to have to rely on other sources to help me fuel my career, like the OVO sweatshop, right? So it works in his favor. That's all I got to say. But for regular artists out there, this will not work in your favor. And that's a fact. So let's keep going.
So it's kind of like a whole promo thing. And this is what we're talking about, a promotional thing that Drake is doing with Stake. But I'll let you know right now, Stake is not listed as an official sponsor of Drake's Australian tour. Drake has been associated with Stake, however, since 2022, and reportedly earned around $100 million annually from this collaboration. Now, this wasn't the first time that Drake did a promotional thing with Stake. If you could remember back around Christmas time, Drake had did a Christmas giveaway with Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross and Drake had
he got a big bag from that one.
In collaboration with Aiden Ross and Stake. This promotion offered fans the chance to win various prizes, including a romantic vacation, a luxury SUV,
valid point, Raw,
a year's worth of rent, and tickets
What's
to
good,
see
bro?
Drake live during this tour. While Stake may not be an official sponsor of the tour, their ongoing partnership with Drake is evident through the various promotional activities and collaborations, such as the video with Drake and the sandal and the drone. That's kind of a promotional activity right there. Not only that, but this is also a photo of where he fulfills the promise during that stream with Aiden Ross, where he had promised this couple a honeymoon and a trip to go see him in Sydney. But remember, this was promised by Stake. So Stake was the one that had covered this. But who's covering all the other promises to the other people in the crowd? Is it Steak or is it Drake? And the reason why I say this is because I remember that time when Drake did this giveaway in Christmas with Aiden Ross. He was going back and forth in the
It
chat
could be
box
Drake,
on
no
Kick,
doubt.
discussing who was going to put up the money for the
And
giveaway.
I just broke it.
It says here that Drake had typed, well, Eddie put some money up, but he takes it back from me, so it's me paying. Good old Ponzi scheme. This is when he was calling it a whole Ponzi scheme situation with Steak and Kick. And Drake was implying that they were supposed to do everything for him, but instead he ended up having to pay out of pocket himself. Basically saying, I didn't want to do this, I didn't want to pay out of my pocket, but since it's already been promised by the people, I guess I have to.
Mm-hmm.
He even follows here saying, yeah, it was amazing, people got blessed, and Steak effed us, but that's just regular business. Even going as far as dissing them, saying F them and F this site, pretty upset that he has to pay out of his pocket for the giveaway that Steak had promised that they would back up on their end. So
but I don't understand why you would have to be pressed over that, knowing that you get $100 million annually. Paying somebody a little something on the side should be child's play for you. It should be like throwing away a bunch of loonies and toonies, or a bunch of dollar bills. That's what it's supposed to be like for you. So now it begs the question, like, why does that press you? Why do you get concerned over that? You're supposed to be rich and wealthy, my guy. That's not supposed to press you at all. In fact, that's supposed to motivate you and bless you. Because now you have like diehard fans under your belt now. That's what matters. You need that under your belt. It's a free expense, no doubt, but like you need that on your interwebs. You know, now I gotta sit here and ask the question, why do you get so mad when you have to pay out of your own pocket? Is my question. And now remember with the Australian tour and all those expenses that I mentioned in the last video that I reacted to. Now we're getting into a territory saying you might not have as much money as you think you have. I'm not saying you're broke or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But what now I'm saying is like, action speaks louder than words. For you to act and do this and say all this, knowing that you still have a sponsorship with Steak and you're in their own backyard. Through my eyes, it should be no problem for you to bless all these people. But it sounds like it's a rocky road right now. So what's going on is what I ask. Let's keep going with the video though.
Made me think. So when we go to the Anita Max Win Tour, is it Steak that's providing the giveaway, or is it Drake?
It's
to
probably
be quite
Drake.
honest with you, though, he looked very upset. Now, granted, he says, "Yeah, we blessed a lot of people tonight. It's cool," but Steak effed us. So it makes me feel like he didn't really want to help people in the first place.
Nope.
When it came to that Christmas stream with Aiden Ross.
Nope.
But he had to because his hands were tied.
Yup.
How do we know if it's just not him saying that he's going to do it, but realistically, it's Steak covering the tab? Now, like I said, it's unclear.
But now that begs my next question now, because if Steak covers the tab, does the tab come out of his pay? See, we over here, we flex our mind a little bit, bro. Now, that's a serious question. For all the people that he has to pay for himself, does that come out of his check from Steak? Is my question. It's a question. Let's make it clear. This is a question. This is not confirmation of anything. But this is a very valid question. We know how some of these deals go, if you are familiar in that realm. You know? There's always that dotted line. There's always that bottom line. There's always something there that's going to bring you back down to earth. What if that is this? When he assists people and pays people, does that come out of his check from Steak? That's a good damn question.
Whether Steak is directly funding all of the specific promises that Drake has made to his fans, especially regarding personal giveaways or surprises that Drake himself might have been involved with. Drake is known to offer spontaneous giveaways and experiences during his concerts, such as gifting money, cars, weddings, whatever the case may be. While some of these actions may come directly from Drake himself, there is a possibility that State could be involved in funding some of these prizes. Given their ongoing partnership, this could especially be the case for larger scale promotions like the Drizmas giveaway or other joint ventures. Stake is more directly involved in prize funding. In short, if Drake is promising prizes that are part of Stake-related promotion, it's likely that Stake is involved in providing the funding for those specific items. However, for the other spontaneous or personal gestures, Drake might be handling them on his own. But if Drake is promising prizes that are part of a Stake-related promotion, does that mean that the Anita Max Win Tour was a Stake promotion the whole time? And that's why he was so comfortable doing this giveaway? I'm just trying to make sense of it all, because it really made me wonder, why are the tickets being sold at such a low price? Now, you could say that he's struggling to sell tickets. You could say for whatever reason, right? But the gambling aspect of this whole thing is what's throwing me off. From Drake doing the promotion with Stake with the drone, from the name of the tour, Anita Max Win, being in Sydney where Stake is headquartered at, and all these fans paying a low price, like a ticket number, so that way they could go to the concert with their signs and perhaps by chance win the lottery. It all feels very, very gambling related. Even the crowd in attendance feels like they're trying to make a gamble. And this is something that we had talked about in the past. What if all of this is just one big promotion that is secretly sponsored by Stake? And what if Drake is not even the one that is giving the money to these people for the giveaway? What if it's Stake? Now, granted, I will be honest with you, for any personal gesture that Drake tries to make, it could be him handling it on his own. But Stake will take care of Drake's tab if it's something related to promotion. And we already know they did some type of promotion when they did this video. And when he had doubled down on it on his Instagram and posted these pictures with the caption that read, "The stakes are high, but so am I." So it just makes me feel like, was this whole tour just some type of big promotion for Stake and Drake to do some collaboration overseas at their hometown headquarters? Realistically, it could be either Drake or Stake funding the promises Drake is making at his concerts. If the giveaway or prizes are part of a collaboration or promotion with Stake, then it's likely Stake that is funding those prizes, like the Drizmas giveaway. But remember, the people that were there at this concert were also people that were part of the Drizmas giveaway as well. But remember, Drake was mad because he had to pay out of pocket. He said he didn't care, but he was still upset at Stake because they had left him hanging. At this point, I'm wondering which promises are for Stake to take care of and for Drake to take care of. It's the fact that if this was a tour that was promoted by Stake, it's kind of crazy how it all played out. You have Anita Max Win Tour, which is something that Drake was heavily saying when he was doing the gambling on Stake. From the name of the tour, Anita Max Win Tour, a thing that Drake says constantly when he's gambling on Stake, to the low ticket sales that people were buying really cheap so that way they could get a chance to win a bigger prize, a giveaway, a raffle, a lottery. Either way you call it, it's still a gamble. You're paying money to see if you could have a chance to win something, but also have the opportunity to see Drake if you're a fan of him, whatever the case may be. But the fact that this was done in Sydney, Australia as well, which is the headquarters of Stake, it really made me think, what if this whole
Are y'all hearing this?
Promoted by Stake? And if it is, then the writing is all over the wall. This whole tour, in some type of way, was all about gambling and just a big promotion for Stake. Now, this is just a theory. This is something that I was just thinking.
Are y'all hearing this?
Making a whole tour specifically just to promote Stake and gambling is something that people are not going to ride with. Now, I remember a stream with XQC and Drake where XQC had told Drake, "Why Australia? Why are you going to Australia?" And he said, "I don't know. I love it there. I haven't been there in 8 years." Could it be because Steak is in Australia and he's only going there to do this performance because he's sponsored by them? But we know that Drake wanted to get away from the States because of the Super Bowl. We know that Drake didn't want to be around the States or Canada. We know that Drake didn't want to be around the States during the time of the Super Bowl. But what are the chances that they do this big gambling related tour around the time of the Super Bowl, help him get away from the Super Bowl and all of the embarrassment, while at the same time going to Australia to help Steak out, but doing it subliminally though? But what are the chances that this was just Steak and Drake getting together so that way they could promote their website while Drake could get away from the Super Bowl? As far as Drake helping these people out, it's up for debate if Steak is going to help him with it or not. Is it Steak or Drake helping these people? I'm not too sure. But it's crazy to think that the whole purpose of this tour could have just been to promote Steak while he's in Australia. Y'all can tell me how you feel about that. Do y'all think that this tour was just a big promotion for Steak? Do you think that it was just Drake? Do you think that it was just Drake trying to get away? Do you think that it was just Drake trying to get away from the Super Bowl? Had low ticket sales, didn't do well, canceled the show, and had to keep moving forward. Couldn't just bear it. Y'all can tell me how you feel about that in the comments, man. Let me know how you feel. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.
Are y'all hearing this though? No. Hold on a second. Are y'all really hearing this? This is insane. We got a deleted video we got to get to as well. Oh my goodness. There's a lot we got to get into. But are y'all hearing this? No. Are y'all really hearing this right now? Because I don't think a lot of people are picking up what the Ville is saying. Because now this looks like... This doesn't only look like Drake is not going anywhere. But now it's going to usher in a new era of how we're going to apply gambling to the music industry now. It's one thing to have the streamers come in, but now we're going to introduce gambling. And remember how he said how they're going to gamble. If you give the people low ticket sales, but they have the opportunity to have their wish granted, that's a huge gamble. That is a huge damn gamble, bro. If this is what's going to happen, this is going to change the music industry and turn it into something that is going to be so dangerous and so destructive that this might... I feel like the numbers all across the board are going to be bad. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Because the way I see it now is like, where they're going is not going to be a good route. Because we know how gambling goes. We know what happens when we gamble. We know the rush. We know that feeling, that itch, that urge to gamble again, to continue to gamble and gamble and gamble on everything that you see. If this works for Drake, now mind you, what I'm hearing is that it doesn't look like he's not really getting a lot of returns on this. But if this concept works in the favor of Steak, they're going to start asking other big artists to get in on the festivities. Instead of the artist getting money from the tour now, the artist is going to get money from Steak. Steak is going to say, we're going to give you this amount. These amount of M's. You're going to get this much M's. But we're going to give you low ticket sales now. The reason why we want to give you low ticket sales is because it's going to be easier for this show to sell out. And once we sell out this show, all these ticket goers, they're going to have the opportunity to get their wish, to get one wish granted. Of course, it's going to be money related because this is what people expect from artists when you have Drake giving out free bags. You know, giving out free bags. Yeah, I'll pay for that. I'll pay for that. I'll pay for that. That's the wish. A money related wish. If they go to this concert, there's going to be a select few of individuals that's going to get a money related wish granted. So it's gonna show people that, okay, so anytime this person goes on tour, what happens here is that I would have to buy tickets in this section, so I have the possibility of getting my wish granted. You know? This is going to be very destructive to the music industry, because now, a lot of the times, the music is really not gonna matter now. It's really not gonna matter. As long as it sounds good, that's the bare minimum. But it's not really gonna matter anymore. What's gonna matter now is that I have this sign with this saying, help my, for example, like one of the signs, help my husband buy an engagement ring. On the sign here, you hold it up. Drake points to that sign. The sign that says something about an engagement ring. Yo, listen, I'll give them, bring them to the front. Give them backstage passes. Wait for me back there. We're gonna sort you out all good, and we're gonna get your wish granted. Imagine if they had a Travis Scott. And you know Travis Scott is gonna bring in a younger crowd. Now imagine that younger crowd is gonna do the same thing that what they're doing at the Drake concert in Australia. Imagine how that's gonna go. It's gonna be Six Flags all over again. I dare him to drop Fiend. You're gonna lose about 3 people in this concert, bro. Kendrick's not gonna do this, but you know what other artist is gonna do this? Probably a Future. Probably a Gunna. You know? If Young Thug goes on tour, Young Thug promoting Steak, he can do that right now because he can't talk no gun talk. Thug can't talk no gun talk at all, so you gotta have to talk about something. You know? Yo, if this works, this is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good. Look, yo, that's another video for y'all, bro. Alright. Now that we got that one done, that was about 25 minutes. Y'all see, I love to talk too much, bro. I can't help it. What other video we got? Drake is lying. Drake canceled Australia tour. Here are the details. Drake lawyer attacks UMG over Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance. Why Drake is now suing the Super Bowl is crazy. Drake cancels tour out of nowhere. Drake gets tour canceled abruptly in Australia. Exclusive. I think this is the company man here. Oh no, this is the Breakfast Club. Nah, we can save the Breakfast Club for another time. Because they're all speculation. They don't really know too much. That is the Ville. Okay, how about this? Let's see what other videos we can find. Yo, what's going on with Dragon Ball Daima? Does anybody know what's going on with Dragon Ball Daima? I haven't watched. I reacted to the first episode of Dragon Ball Daima, but I never really got around to reacting to more episodes of Dragon Ball Daima. What's going on? Not too much. Wait. Super Saiyan 4 go... Yo, no! Wait. Hold on a second. Let me get this straight. Whoa, let me get this straight. And why is Super Saiyan 4 got red hair? Yo, is Super Saiyan 4 canon? Yo, no, someone needs to tell me. Is Super Saiyan 4 canon now? What is going on? What is going... Super Saiyan 4 is canon? Yo, they brought it back? Yo, y'all know I gotta react to Daredevil, bro. You're just hearing about this? Bro, I've been under a rock with anime. I haven't watched Bleach that came back. Dragon Ball Daima. I didn't even know they... what Dragon Ball Daima... How many episodes are out for Dragon Ball Daima? I didn't even know they brought back Super Saiyan 4. Oh my goodness. Alright, let me go to subscriptions and see what we can find. We're gonna get to the settlement. Let's get to the settlement real quick. Let's see what talked about it. Now, Showface did a stream. I'm not going through your hour-long stream, brother. I'm not doing that. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's not what we're gonna do. Apparently, the baby is getting the baby's getting questioned for something. I don't know too much about that. Drake Glazers want to kill me. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, let's see what we can find. Another Try Not to Laugh by... Oh, shoot. Okay. What else we got? What else we got? What else do we got? I want to learn about this settlement. Drake is accused by a new victim. Don't tell me it's another little girl, bro. Yo, this man needs to... Yo, listen, yo. I don't know who's at this man's, like... I don't know who's this man's security. Stop letting them little girls in, bro. Like, enough is enough, man. Jeez. Alright. What else we got? What else we got? Also, the baby got arrested, allegedly. Named in a warrant. I want to react to that Friday album. I think what I'm going to do after this stream, around 12 a.m., I'm going to switch over to Twitch so I can play some music. And I'm going to react to the Friday album because I heard it's good. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. Next level lyricism. Damn, bro. What else we got? The fact that they're doing their album review now is hilarious. I didn't even react to the album yet, bro. Alright. Alright. Drake settlement. Let's see what we can find, bro. What essay case is this? Rapaholic. Shout out to Rapaholic. Shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop. Drake's $350K settlement to alleged victim turns up in document. Oh, that's 5 years ago. New lawsuit against Kendrick. That's 2 days. Doubles down on lawsuit after losing to Kendrick. Stupid. Drake cancels tour. Looks like there's not too much. Do I really have to go to Showface News for this one? Because he's looking like the only person that really talked about this. See, now I'm getting all this album garbage that I don't want to see. Tour's disaster was a disaster. He's suffering. Yeah, it looks like we got to go to... Wait, what? Drake was capped and exposed by event worker after canceling tour. It's a scam. I'm not surprised. 20 episodes. Yo, shout out to Geekdom, bro. Shout out to Geekdom for anybody that watches. Yeah, it looks like we're going to Showface News. We're going to skim his live. We're going to skim his live. We're going to skim the live, okay? We're going to skim the live. We're going to see what's going on. Get to the bottom of things. See what we can get. What kind of information. And yeah, Drake settles dispute with iHeartMedia over Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us airplay. Oh. Interesting. But the radio's not enough, bruh. Okay, serious question. Before we get into this, when it comes to the radio, guys, who is listening to the radio? Is it the younger generation, the Gen Zers, or the older generation with the millennials? Who's listening to the radio? Once we answer that question, we're going to get to the next question that, what outweighs what? Radio play or streaming numbers? What outweighs what? That's the next question. So, of course, to answer the first question is millennials. Gen Zs, YNs, they're not turning on no radio. They don't have the brain capacity to sit there and listen to a radio. They're going to get bored. They'd rather play music. Bro, catch up on Invincible. That shit is fire. Look. Radio play is for millennials and up. Going up to like Gen X and all them people. Streams definitely outweighs radio play in every aspect you can think of. First of all, streams is for everyone, to make it clear, but at the same time, it's majority the younger generation. That's what streams are there for. Because the reason why they made streams is so that they can calculate how good a song is. And at the same time, by calculating how good a song is based on how many times people play this song, this is where the red button conversation comes in. This is where the red button conversation comes in, right? Because now you have this red button where it's like, anytime I hit this button, automatically and magically, all the numbers go up. It's called bots. That red button is pretty much a bot, right? So, with radio play now, remember who listens to the radio. Do you really think, from millennials and all the age groups after that, you think radio play really matters and is really a good reason as to why? Not like us did the numbers that it did through streaming? Come on, bro. All the adults out there, they ain't got no time to turn on no damn... They don't have the time to go on the radio. They don't have the time to go on Spotify and search what they want to listen to. They just go on the radio and let whatever play, and then they're just going to fit the vibe with it. You see what I'm saying? Like, even though what I'm seeing, what I'm understanding is that iHeart, the settlement, they settled a dispute with iHeart over Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us airplay, right? So based on that, I'm already assuming that numbers were probably, or not numbers, but people were paid to play this song. But it's not by TDE. TDE would have been mentioned in this headline. It's not by TDE. So let's see what we got. Let's go, okay? Let's check it out. It's an hour long, but I'm not trying to watch this whole thing, bro. I was trying to avoid this, but I can't avoid it. Let's go.
Champ, it looks like Drake has reached a settlement with iHeart Radio over.
Remember, it's not Drake; it's his lawyers.
Money. How did you reach a settlement and you didn't get paid, champ? All champ, you're gonna get to the bottom of all this, but Lil Gang, you gotta make sure you hit the like, make sure you share the video. All right, we're gonna get into it, but first we do have to hit that theme music. Salute to the chat. Let's get it. Let's go. All champ.
Oh boy. If you're gonna do your intro, I gotta do your intro. Listen, if he's gonna do his intro, I gotta do mine. Okay? Now you know how I do mine. It's simple, it's quick, but it's effective. Cause you know, right here, we're in a small box, right? So sometimes I gotta remind people I'm right here. You know? Cause yo, a lot of times, you won't even realize that I'm here unless I do this. Yo, right here in the small box. Right here in the small box. See what I'm saying? But welcome back to Single Seater Reactions only on the Flexing My Network. I'm the original anomaly. Welcome back to the channel. We got Showface news, y'all. We're going to go straight into this. We're going to learn about this. Apparently a settlement has been made. Something was settled. So let's get into it, alright? Like you're going to give your intro and I don't give my intro. Hell no. In fact, 1, 2, 3. We're going to keep going with it. Because this is copyright. I want to hear this. You know what I'm saying? This is dangerous. This is dangerous territory.
Drake has reached a settlement with iHeart Radio over Not Like Us, but he didn't get any money. How did you reach a settlement?
Wait, did I hit the back button? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Because if I hit that, oh, no, I'm good. Oh. Yo. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we're recording. Bet. Let's go. I'm going to skip all this because I ain't trying to get no copyright. That's the last thing I want. Yo, right here in the small box. Yep, got to do it again. But, wow, this is a long time. Let's go. Damn. So young. So young.
Still, man. Welcome to Showface News. Call me what you want. Just
what's good, brother?
You got rock with the 10 favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. You already know it's the 10 versus everybody at all times. All champ, he back with another one. Dre. Reaching settlements, allegedly. A settlement. All champ. Well, it says here Drake settles dispute with iHeart Radio. iHeart Media, to be exact, over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us airplay. Oh, really, champ? What's this settlement that you speak of? By the way, run up these likes, gang. Smash the like, share the video. We're going to get to it. says Drake has settled his legal dispute with iHeartMedia over the radio airplay of Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us. In November, Drake filed a petition in Texas accusing iHeartMedia of receiving illegal payments from Universal Music Group, UMG, to boost the song's airplay. Drake's legal team announced that both parties had reached an amicable resolution, but provided no further details. Oh, really, champ? An amicable resolution? That's a big word you use there, gang. While the iHeartMedia case is closed, Drake's claims against UMG remain active, alleging the label used irregular business practices to promote the track and falsely accused them of criminal nexual acts. A hearing regarding UMG's motion to dismiss is set for Wednesday. Oh, champ. Well, that's interesting. Well, champ, an amicable resolution. You hear that, champ? Nigga, you didn't get paid, nigga. iHeartMedia ain't pay you a goddamn thing.
Nope.
What's the settlement? Since when niggas get settlements and it's like it's an amicable resolution? Come to the nigga, you didn't get a victory here, nigga. You just wanted to act like you got a W off the song because the song got motion, nigga. Because the song is in the top 10 repeatedly. You trying to front and act like you actually.
You gotta remember, it's top 10. That's not based on radio plays, bro. Being in the top 10 is not based off of radio plays. That's based on overall streams. They can't rely on the radio no more because nobody's really listening to the radio. So the radio doesn't even matter in this case. But it just looks better. It's all aesthetic. It's all to say, oh, but he was doing it on the radio. So, old people listen to the radio. Ain't nobody young listening to the radio like that. That number is too minor to even make it matter. That was crazy, I ain't gonna lie. But that number is low. It's a minor number for real. So that really doesn't matter and doesn't really help your case. At the end of the day, the song is still getting streamed no matter what. So to that you say what? There's not much to say.
You actually got some type of a victory here. You didn't. It was an amicable solution.
All right, don't be making fun of big words, brother. It makes you sound like you're unintelligent.
Using these lawyer words, these legal words. It was an amicable solution.
Remember, you're on the Jasmine Brand Instagram page, bro.
You didn't get paid by iHeartMedia. It was so shook, champ. Yeah, y'all gonna have to pay up. Yeah, we gonna pay Drake something just in case niggas is not scared of you, bro. You ain't got no muscle in this fight.
Damn.
Okay, respectfully, Drake, you not winning this fight, gang. You lost, all right? Your recent album is garbage, by the way. You're not winning this, champ. You just sold 3,000 units second week sales for that last album with Party.
Really?
You think the niggas are scared of you?
Whoa, back that up, for real?
You're not winning this, champ. You just sold 3,000 units
Okay, let me get this right, because in the first week, how much did he sell in the first week again? Because he sold 3,000 units in the second week. That is low. Yo, that is low. For Drake, that is low. Holy.
Second week sales for that last album with Party Next Door. You think the niggas are scared of you? You think that you shook up iHeartMedia like, oh God, champ. 3,000 second week sales. Oh God. We gotta pay him something, champ. Y'all ain't get nothing.
Pay him scraps.
These niggas paid Drake in a bag of oxygen. Alright? Drake received a bag of helium.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a settlement. Yeah, the settlement was a bag of helium, shit, by the way. Yeah. It was a bag of air, by the way. Run up these likes.
I'm dead.
Like, share the video. Oh, champ. I think we got some Glazers in the building. Salute to the Glazers. I see you, gang. Even the ones that's allegedly trying to put threats on the mayor, champ. The mayor's not scared of you. And I have an answer. Alright, by the way. Look here, man. Amicable resolution is the crazy word, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't get nothing out of this. Like, what did you actually get from this? This is the key word. Alright? What this doesn't mean anything, champ. We got Darius Lamar with Down Taxes who says, Not Like Us is certified banging regardless. it doesn't stop this record from being what it is. Right? Salute you for paying those town taxes. By the way, we got the homie Dwayne Murphy Jr. as well, with $4.99 in town taxes, who says he probably can't get on the radio with an open case against iHeartMedia. He is desperate to move those records. Oh, that's interesting, champ. That's very, very interesting. I didn't know that. Hey, look, salute you for paying them town taxes, though. All right. 4 p.m. says, what did iHeart get out of this, though? What did iHeart get out of this?
That's a good question.
They didn't get anything. What do you mean? What did iHeart? I don't get what you mean. What did iHeart get out of this?
No. That's a straightforward question that you can easily answer. He's basically asking, did they get paid or not? Or are they going to get paid? That's all they're asking. I don't like that, bro. Don't do that.
What did iHeart get out of this? Nothing, nigga. They were actually being accused of being funded by UMG to push a record that's defaming Drake's name, according to Drake and his legal team. So, what do you mean what would UMG get out of this? By the way, champ, how old are you, by the way?
That's crazy.
You can't be a grown person asking me that question. What did you... Nigga, what do you mean with the UMG?
Just answer the question, bro. It could be a kid.
What do you mean, what did... Anyway, we passed it. We passed it, man. I'm not even going to focus on that. Theodore says he got a bag of grapes.
A bag of grapes is crazy.
He got a bag of grapes with no stem. He got a bag of grape stems. He didn't even get any grapes, nigga. He got grape stems, but he didn't get any grapes. You know how back in the day, when your family, like when your father or your mother bought grapes in the fridge, and by like the second and third day, all the grapes was going, and somebody left the stems in the fridge. That's the same thing Drake got.
That's crazy.
You know, if you were a black family, somebody left stems in the fridge, my nigga, and they didn't throw it away. They made you think there was still more grapes left on the stems. That's what Drake got. By the way,
there you go.
Salute to Getting to the Black, who says iHeart wasn't suing. Why would they get it? That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. I might make. Matter of fact, let me do me a solid favor. Let me get you out of here. Cause you sound fool. Yeah, you gotta go, Gary. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, we putting people in the gym today, right? I'm feeling very gymnastic today. We're gonna have to put quite a few of y'all in the gym in case y'all act up. So please beware. Shadows is getting hugged tonight. Please believe. We have the homie Pistol Pete with $10 in town taxes, who says catching up on town taxes. Salute man, salute Gotham, salute to you, champ.
Yo, hold on a second. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Yo, real quick. Looks like I got a comment from Joy to the World 80s. Yo, I just saw this comment come in on one of my videos. Shout out to Joy to the World 80s. Her comment says, my Canadian brother, you starting to sound like you from here. When you said, and I'm Canadian, I'm like, hold on, pause. What's up, fam? Much love. Hey, I appreciate you. I like that comment. Let me read that again. Yo, my Canadian brother, you're starting to sound like you from here. When you said, and I'm Canadian, I'm like, hold on, pause. I love it, bro. I love it. That's what's up, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Actually, you know, let me comment on that real quick. I like this one. Holy. I'm a different kind of Canadian, you know what I'm saying? Funny enough, a lot of Torontonians back in the day had a New York accent. Actually, to even take it a step further, a lot of people in Toronto here had a New York and Caribbean mixed accent. So you're going to hear New York, and at the same time, you're going to hear a little hint of some Caribbean patois mixed with the New York style accent. That's what it used to be like in Toronto. You know? A good example of this, a good example of an artist that had that kind of accent was Cardinal Official. Cardinal Official from Toronto had that kind of accent, and he was actually the gateway for a lot of Caribbean artists and a lot of New York artists to show their love here in Canada. He was the gateway. He's the blueprint. You know? It's so sad that we lost sight of that, though. That's the thing. I appreciate you, Joy, for real. All right, just wanna respond to that little comment. I like that one, bro. I like that one for real. Let's get back to the video, though.
They just paid Drake in full-blown styrofoam, right? They just gave Drake styrofoam currency, okay?
Crazy.
Drake didn't get anything. I repeat, his legal team said
no money was involved in this one.
An amicable solution. An amicable solution. Like, shut up. An amicable solution means this nigga got paid in styrofoam, nigga.
I'm dead.
That's what that means. They think Drake ain't get no money. This is not a W. Because first of all, since when do people have settlements and they don't disclose what the settlement was? We come to an agreement. Like, stop it, nigga. Stop it, bro. Oh, we got another Glazer. Let me get you together. Hold on, champ. Yeah, you can go hug your shadow and go. Matter of fact, yeah, go hug your shadow and go help the next man hug his shadow, just in case he gets tired of hugging his shadow. You can always help. You know what I'm saying? In case your mans get tired of hugging his shadow, you can always help him. All right, give him a helping hand, right?
Crazy.
We're saying, run up these likes, gang. Smash the like, share the video. All right. Yeah, we got Glazers in the building. Don't worry. The gym is getting filled up tonight. Don't even trip.
That's hilarious.
This is dumb. You know,
just send him to the gulag, brother. All right, come on, let's get back to it.
They didn't give him anything. He didn't get any money out of the deal, bro. At all.
This is why I don't like reacting to lives, cause like
Right.
you have all this like hour-long like live, and I have no idea where all the information is stored.
Loving Maze content, all right? Keeping the IRS off your back, gang. All chat. I just had me and What's the Dirt just had a little one-on-one. A little roast session on Twitter. I had to remind What's the Dirt. What's the Dirt tried to make fun of the mayor's suits. I had to remind What's the Dirt that he sleeps with a tool belt on.
Oh,
right?
shit.
I had to remind What's the Dirt that he's nothing but a handyman, right? This nigga sleeps with a tool belt on, nigga. So when he sleeps on the side like this, the nigga pokes himself in his waist, in his rib cage with screwdrivers.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Mayor. Showface. Hire me as your official roaster, bro. Because if you're going to go to What's the Dirt like that, that's not enough, bro. That's not enough. Hire me as your official roaster, bro. Let me defend you. Because best believe I got a lot to get off my chest. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, nah. That was not hitting. I ain't going to lie to you, bro.
Nigga sleeps with tool belts on. Nigga got bedazzled belts. Custom-made belts with tools on. I had to remind that nigga, hey, champ, you're a handyman. And remember that. I had to remind these goofies who they were. Come for the man's suits, I come for you. Your dirty way of life. You understand, champ? You sleep with boots on. Not just any military style boots. Your boots stop at your calf muscles. Matter of fact, they stop at the back of your knee. Just to be correct. Your boots stop at your knees, champ, right? And you wear a tool belt to bed, alright?
Yo, comment down below, or if you're in the chat, are these jokes hitting? Because they're not hitting for me. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, respectfully, cool dude and everything, but your jokes ain't hitting, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Champ, this nigga got measuring tape like Batman got that little rope he used to swing from things, nigga. That's the type of measuring tape that What's the Dirt got.
All right, bro.
I'm a seasoned veteran, champ.
All right, bro.
And his legal team are full of liars, bro. Y'all are disgusting. You niggas don't have no W's. You suck. You're literally not alive anymore. Like, how do y'all think y'all gonna win? Y'all think y'all gonna beat UMG?
This is the first man to talk about this, and I'm hearing a whole bunch of nothing.
We've reached an
Personally,
shut up. Nobody.
I want to stop recording here because I'm not getting no information, and I don't want to upload this because I gain nothing from this. The only thing I gain from this is the word amicable, and that just means they got to a peaceful or agreeable stance in the settlement. They said, you know what, here, cool, yeah, great. Details, brother. I need that. This is why I always rely on the Vil. And I always send him love and appreciation. Because for what he does, a lot of people can't find what he finds. And all I'm seeing for the past, how much time that's passed, is we're still stuck on the same Jasmine brand Instagram page, and there's nothing new. This is where I have to get critical now, because now I gotta say something. You're sitting here roasting somebody. You're sitting there telling jokes. Cool. But I cannot sit here for an hour something long and not get some sort of information. Everything that I've said prior to this is information that I hear and information that I retain, and then I use this mind in here to kind of further advance what I take and give y'all like different, not necessarily scenarios, but give y'all different ideas or different thoughts or facts of what's happening. It's a lot of headcanon here. It's definitely a lot of headcanon here. But you gotta understand, I'm pulling from different facts. And I'm using the knowledge that I know to add to the information that was given to me, so I can draw to a better conclusion than the individual in front of me. That's what we do on the Flex Your Mind Network. This is what we do here on Single Seater Reactions. You know? Tune into the last live yesterday and hear what I was saying then. A lot of facts were given, and it was all off the top of my head. There's no script in front of me. This right here, these are plans for the comedic debate show that I was planning with my friends. This is what this is. This is the notepad. I don't have no script. There's no script here. We don't do that here. Even if I get a sponsorship, I don't even think I'm going to use a script, because I'm just going to think about what I'm going to say off the top and just say it. God willing, of course. Yo, God willing. Hey, if you're watching, please, brother, please. I need a breakthrough, my guy. I need a breakthrough. Every time I watch these lives and I see people get super chats, I'm like, one day. I'm like, one day it's going to happen. I ain't pressed about it, bro. I know I gotta work towards these kind of things, so I don't expect to see that anytime soon. But if you see me going live more, that means I'm not necessarily aiming for that, but I'm trying to get noticed on this little algorithm on YouTube, so we can further push this channel into different mountains. And you got to remember, with every mountain that you climb to, there's always going to be a bigger mountain that's going to be behind it. Meaning your journey's always going to elevate, but it's always going to continue. You're always learning something. You're always educating yourself about something. You're always retaining knowledge about something. You're always adding things to your mental Rolodex. Mental Rolodex meaning that things that you remember that you can use in your conversations effortlessly, right? Mental Rolodex. It's like your notepad. It's like your notepad of information that you retain in your mind. Mental Rolodex. But you're always doing something that's gonna help you improve. So if you see me go live more on YouTube, that means I'm really looking to improve this channel. Just to let y'all know. And I'm doing it for the land. We need more people in Canada to talk about the music industry truthfully. That's the thing. We need more people in Canada to talk about the music industry truthfully, because a lot of people are capping and lying. That's a fact. Well, let's keep going. Let's see if he has something for me.
Second week sales. These niggas did less than Ice Spice did in her first week. Niggas went from 240,000 first week to 3,000 second week. What are we talking about here?
Crazy.
And all the songs are gonna get knocked off Billboard's top 10.
Damn.
Top 100 to be exact. Because you suck.
Oh shit!
The only people that listen to that album
that caught me off guard.
Are certified Drake pleasers.
Oh.
Okay, let's be real. Salute to Top Flight with $5 in town taxes, who says somebody dug Worcester dirt up after the company man sent him to the upper room. Hey, he been sent to several upper rooms. Let's be honest. You know,
I made sure to send him to the upper room too. I reacted to Deleted's trilogy of the What's the Dirt pack out. So salute. And salute to all the villains out there as well. All the purple demon emojis. I appreciate every single one of y'all. But yeah, I did add to the, the nails to the coffin. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep going.
No,
Still not getting nothing, though. I feel like I'm going to go back to regular schedule program and get to the tabs that I'm currently looking to react to. So I think that's going to be the goal right now. Because this whole thing, I feel like if I do all this skipping, I want to see him get off of the Jasmine Brand Instagram page. What's this? Party is who the Weeknd should be if he signs with OVO. If he signed a bunch of bullshit. Let's see what he has here.
Tory Lanez would drop an album from prison and dog walk Party Next Door into retirement. These bums don't want no smoke with Umbrella Gang. Oh, champ. Umbrella Gang, oh, champ. Oh, champ. Oh, so the real steppers out there in Toronto about to get active. Oh, champ. Make sure you're running up these likes.
There's no steppers in Toronto.
Share the video. Smash the like button, shit.
There's no steppers in Toronto. Toronto ain't got no steppers. Let's make it clear. Them little boys cannot compare to the steppers in America. Remember what Kendrick said. They run to America to imitate our heritage. They can't even imitate this violence. Right? Remember in Euphoria? Say less.
In a video, all champ, top flight says Maya got the gym looking like New Year's. Hey gang, shoulders is about to be real strong.
I'm dead.
You heard? We about to get it correct. We about to have shoulders looking extra buff by tomorrow. You heard? All champ.
I think at this point,
get crazy, man.
I think at this point, I'm gonna have to. You know what? This is what we're gonna have to do. Ooh, this is what we're gonna have to do. Where is my other browser? I have two browsers. Where's my other one? Where is my other browser? Because now we've gotten to a point where it's like, you know what? Thank you. But it's not helping me, bro. It's not helping me right now. What happened to my other browser? Why is Discord coming up when I try to open up my browser? Alright, let's open up a new one then. Let's open up a new browser. How about that? Let's open up a new one. Because now it's gotten to a point where it's like, we're going to have to do our own research. Now, this is a rare moment for everybody on the Flexing Man Network, but if this man is not going to help me with the information that I seek, we got to do it ourselves, right? So, Drake. Yep, this article does not have much to it, but at this point, we're going to have to read something. Is iHeart based in Texas? Hold on. Let me do some research real quick. iHeart Radio headquarters. So iHeartRadio headquarters is in New York. So there's iHeart Media in Houston, Texas. Okay. So it's iHeart Media. Is American Mass Media Corporation headquartered in San Antonio, Texas. That's my question. Is iHeartMedia the same as iHeartRadio? Perfect. You know what? Join in on the festivities, y'all. Let's get to the bottom of this. Join in on the festivities. Let's get to the bottom of this real quick. Because after watching this, shout out to Showface News, but I'm not getting nothing from this, bro. So let's get to the bottom of this. Welcome back, Flexing My Network. Y'all know the vibe. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, bro. This is what we do. You know? But now we got to do our own due diligence and get to the bottom of this thing right here. So, with that being said, let's check it out. So, let's start with this. Is iHeartMedia the same as iHeartRadio? It was founded in August 2008, and iHeartRadio serves as a national umbrella brand for iHeartMedia Radio Network, the largest radio broadcaster in the United States with 128 million registered users as of 2019, and its other consumer-facing brands. Cool. Now, let's get to this article. Shout out to all the Canadians here. Y'all know what news channel this is, right? CTV News? Yes, sir. So, they actually have an article about it right here. Drake settles legal action against iHeartMedia in dispute over Not Like Us. Alright, we got a little something here to read. So with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, starting from the top. Houston. Drake has reached a settlement with Texas-based iHeartMedia in his ongoing legal dispute over Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us, according to court records. In November, Drake filed a legal petition in Bexar County, Texas, where San Antonio is located, alleging that iHeartMedia has received illegal payments from UMG to boost radio airplay for Not Like Us. UMG is the parent record label for both Drake and Lamar. The petition, a prosecutor to a potential lawsuit had sought deposition from corporate representatives of both companies. In a court document filed Thursday, attorneys for Drake said the rapper and iHeartMedia had reached an amicable resolution of the dispute but did not offer any other information. Amicable meaning that they came to a peaceful decision. But if it's a peaceful decision, what happened? Because this wasn't for money. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's talking about this, but I haven't heard money being thrown around once. All right, let's keep going. We are here. We are pleased that the parties were able to reach a settlement satisfactory to both sides and have no further comment on this matter, Drake's legal team said in a statement. In an email Friday, iHeartMedia declined to comment to the settlement. Okay, that's a little suspicious. The claims against UMG remain active, and a hearing on a motion by UMG's lawyer to dismiss the petition was scheduled to be held Wednesday in San Antonio courtroom. Drake has alleged UMG engaged in irregular and inappropriate business practices to get radio airplay for Not Like Us. See, that's what I was talking about, though. Radio play doesn't matter when it comes to streams. You calculate streams based on people going to your platform, going to whatever song they want to play, hitting the play button and and all you hear is, psst, I see dead people. Like, that's the stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? So when I hear they say radio, I'm like, okay, radio is cool. But we know what radio is used for. Radio is used for the older audience. The older audience that likes to tune into different radio stations. That's what the radio is used for. So I'm trying to understand why radio matters in this. Don't get it twisted. You might get a lot of people to go and stream Not Like Us. But you got to remember, the crowd that you bring in from the radio is not the younger generation. The younger generation, they're hearing this song on all their social media platforms. Every single one of them. That's what's going on. That's where your streams are coming in. You know? I don't know. Maybe the radio plays have helped influence the Not Like Us to be played in, I don't know, to play across America, because you got to remember, for it to be played in other countries, it has to go to their radio stations or just stream it. So the song is just being played all over America. So what does radio even matter when it comes to this, right? Anyway, let's keep going. The petition also alleges that UMG knew the song itself, as well as accompanying album art and music video, attacked the character of another one of UMG's most prominent artists, Drake, by falsely accusing him of being a... Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Engaging in PDF acts, harboring sex offenders, and committing other criminal sexual acts. Okay, buddy. Anyway, let's keep going. An email to a UMG representative seeks comments was not immediately answered. In January, Drake filed a defamation lawsuit in federal court in New York City against UMG over the over what he alleges are false allegations of PDF made in Not Like Us. Lamar is not named in the lawsuit, we know. The feud between Drake, a 38-year-old Canadian rapper and singer, with 5-time Grammy winner Lamar, a 37-year-old Pulitzer Prize winner who headlined the Super Bowl halftime show on February 9th, is among the biggest in the hip-hop in recent years. The Federal Communications Commission sent a letter Monday to iHeartMedia CEO and Chairman Robert Pittman saying that the commission is looking into whether the audio company is forcing musicians to perform at its May Country Music Festival in Austin for reduced pay in exchange for favorable airplays. Ooh. In the song on iHeartRadio station. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. This part is interesting right here. From here going down. This is interesting now. Read from the top again. The Federal Communications Commission sent a letter Monday to iHeartMedia CEO Chairman Robert Pittman saying the commission that's commission, right? The commission is looking into whether the audio company is forcing musicians to perform at its May Country Music Festival in Austin for reduced pay in exchange for favorable airplays of their song in radio stations, or in iHeart radio stations. Is that the main focus of this? Is that what they're trying to get at here? Is this the illegal deal here? This part of radio, I don't know. But is that the illegal part? Because that doesn't really... It could be contractual, no? Because now we're at a point where it's like, shake my hand, I shake your hand. This looks like a really good play. It looks like this is a strategy. That's good strategy. It's the same way how you look at what's going on in Australia and Steak and Drake, right? Drake has a reduced ticket sale for his concert to bring in more people to his shows so that those individuals could have the chance to get their wish granted. That's one way. And now you have this right here saying the commission is looking into whether the audio company is forcing musicians to perform at its May Country Music Festival in Austin for reduced pay in exchange for favorable airpay. So basically, it's a reduced pay. So same thing what's going on with Drake and the Australian tour. It's a reduced pay to get more people to go in. They're supposedly saying they're forcing musicians to take a reduced pay, but they'll get more airplays on the radio station. That doesn't... Okay. That doesn't sound... That really doesn't sound like an illegal deal, under the table deal. I feel like an under the table or illegal deal would benefit iHeartRadio more in return, but I'm trying to understand how they're getting benefited on the majority than the minority, because it looks equal to me. This section, we have a whole article here. Let's make it clear. We're at a whole article here. We're at the bottom right now. That's the only section of this article that really matters right now. Forcing musicians to perform at its May Country Music Festival in Austin for reduced pay in exchange for favorable airplay of their songs on iHeartRadio stations. This right here, I don't see anything wrong. I don't see anything wrong, because now you got to remember, there's something here that Drake sees that we don't see. But you got to remember at the same time, if Drake sees it, that only confirms that they use the same strategies for Drake. Y'all remember Scorpion? And how that was advertised everywhere, and how everyone was fed up with seeing Scorpion album being played or being showed to them everywhere. It's interface everywhere. God's Plan being on gospel playlists on Spotify. It was literally being pushed everywhere. God's Plan is not a Christian song. It's just a title. There's nothing Christian about God's Plan. Zero. But it's on every Christian gospel playlist on Spotify. Now we got questions to ask. So Drake clearly sees something going on here that is supposed to be illegal. But if you're the only one that sees it, and you know what's going on, that means they used it for you too, meaning that everything here is pretty much null and void, because if the other side picks up on that, looks into you, and shows the same thing as to what you're doing, what are you really suing for at this point, is my question. Like, that's actually an honest question. Like, we're at the point now, what are you really suing for? Because if you understand what's going on here, and you say they did this for you, supposedly, he's not gonna say it, but the implication and the action is showing that they've done this for me. I know about this. How do you know about it? I'm curious. I'm just saying. Man, you can't make this up, bro. You cannot make this up. This is insane. All I have to say is, your moves are predictable. All right, let's finish off the last paragraph and charge this article to the game, all right? So now we got our final paragraph saying, we are looking forward to demonstrating to the commission how performing at the iHeart Country Festival or declining to do so has no bearing on our station's airplay. iHeartMedia says in a statement, we do not make any overt or covert agreements about airplay with artists performing at our events. End of article. I don't know about you guys. I'm not gonna lie. There's not much here. Like I said, this part of this paragraph is the main focus of this whole article. And now reading this response, this is also another main focus of the article. So we have two different sides going head to head. We have one side saying that this is allegedly an illegal act for iHeartMedia to do this. And iHeartMedia down here saying they're looking forward to demonstrating how performing at the country festival or lack thereof is not something bad. It's actually a regular business practice. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm hearing this, and this literally is a regular business practice. You gotta, okay. When you sign something for an artist, for example, when you sign a contract, a lot of contracts might be the same only because we have a lot of artists out there that either just want a bag or they're not really knowledgeable with what's going on, or they don't have a lawyer beside them in the room, right? But a lot of these contracts are the same, but at the same time, these contracts could be almost anything. As long as the person printing the contract is willing to let the parties sign it, that's cool. Meaning it could be anything within that realm. Contracts could be anything within that realm between the person issuing the contract and the individual signing the contract. It could be whatever it wants in this area. So you have this area, for example. This is your margin for any kind of contract that you can ever write in the world. It could be whatever it wants to be, as long as it fits in between these lines. All this right here is what your contract could be. So I feel like what I'm seeing right here is something that's just on a contract that fits between these lines that someone can sign for. That's all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing anything illegal right now. So yes, everyone's talking about how, oh, there's a settlement. Cool. But there's not much going on here. And you got to remember, like I said before, this is radio. Guys, we're forgetting this is radio. This means nothing to streams. This means not a damn thing to streams. When you calculate streams, radio is really not up there. It's really not up there at all. Your streams are based on you going to your whatever app. Look, how about this? We're gonna go to my app. We're gonna go to my Spotify right now, right? So, on my Spotify, as soon as it loads, these are my playlists. I have my on repeat playlist right here. On this repeat playlist, y'all can already see it right there. Y'all can see it right there. Not Like Us is right here, right? Watch. Let me turn it up real quick. I'm only going to play about 3 seconds of it. In fact,
I see dead people.
Boom. All I gotta do is play this song for about 3/4 of the way and the stream is counted. Just like that, I just streamed it. Now, I'm not saying fast forward to 3/4. No, you listen to all the way through and then your stream is counted. I just streamed it, or I'm going to stream it, right? That goes towards the overall streams that you see right here under Kendrick Lamar's name at 1.2 billion streams. Really? Damn! And then Luther's at 500 million. Yo, that is insane. And Kendrick Lamar is almost at 110 million monthly listeners. Man, leave this man alone, bro. Leave him alone. Actually, I need to get the chat going. Let me get back to the chat. I have the chat on my phone, fun fact. But let me get back to the chat real quick. But yeah, nah, like, I'll turn that down. But yeah, nah. That's that, to be honest. If we're going to be super honest here, that's that. There's not much towards this. And remember, we're still surface level. This technically haven't started yet. Just because they made an amicable agreement doesn't mean we're done here. This just barely started. There's still the main federal lawsuit that's going to happen soon. This is just adjacent. So, that's that, bro. Let's go back on YouTube and check out what we can watch. I'm most likely going to go to Twitch after to listen to the Friday album. It's either I listen to the Friday album or I start reorganizing all my playlists because my Shazam playlist is getting way too full. In fact, I'll show you guys that too. So if you don't know, if you have the Shazam app on your phone and you have the button at the top of your phone right there, mine's in the corner right there. Now, if you have it linked, as long as you have your Shazam playlist linked, you could, wait, what am I doing? I think I could show y'all right here. because I have Spotify on my laptop. I should have done it here, to be honest. I wasn't thinking. It's all good. It's all good. But my point is, let me probably reopen it. My point is, where's Spotify? Where's Spotify? There you are. My point is, what was my point again? I'm sorry. I blanked out for a second. What was my point? I was going to show you something on Spotify. Ah, my Shazam playlist. Right. So, let's see if I can pick it up here. Let's see if I... Perfect. All right, so, this is what we're going to do. We're going to shift gears a little bit. Give y'all a little trip towards my Shazam playlist. Make sure. Let's make sure. Boom. Welcome to my Shazam app, ladies and gentlemen. This is all applying to the video. I don't care. We're here to make content, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make content. So that being said, let's go check out my Shazam playlist real quick. Now, this is where we are right now. Okay. Shout out to everyone. Oh. Shout out. First of all, shout out to House of Laughter. I just saw your post. Listen. Canada has streamers too. And Canada also have streaming groups. Shout out to House of Laughter. Shout out to Mookie Moods. On his next stream, he has a new guest. And he's going to announce this guest this Monday, 7 p.m. Shout out to my guy. But this is my Shazam playlist. Like I said, whatever you guys have on Shazam, whatever you guys Shazam through your phone, say you play a song, you hit the Shazam button, and then just hold out your phone, and it catches the song. So whatever you guys save through Shazam, if you link it to Spotify, it's going to show up here. All of this. All of these songs right here is everything I Shazammed. Every single song that is here, I Shazammed. And in fact, I'll show you how many songs we have here. We have almost 9,000 songs that I Shazammed. 9,000 songs I Shazammed. That's about 500 hours? 550 hours. Wow. Oh my God, that's a lot of music, guys. That's a lot of music. But my point is that this also helps with streaming. Because now you hear a song. Yo, what's that song that mustard on the beat, hold deep, boat, any rap? He a freak, don't man down, call an ambulam. Tell a breed, bro, nail it to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. You're hearing that, now you wanna Shazam this. So you go to your Shazam, you hit the Shazam button, hold your phone out, your phone's gonna pick up the song. And like I said, if you have Shazam linked to your Spotify, it's gonna show up on your Shazam playlist right here. Right? And if it shows up right here, and the song is titled Not Like Us, just right there, you can hit the play button and boom, you have the song on your Spotify now. Now you can stream the song wherever you want. That's how easy it is to stream this. There are different strategies to getting these streams going. Shazam assists Spotify with this. So when you see all this right here, mind you, I gotta put all these different songs into playlists. Start there. But I'm just showing y'all this is another way for Kendrick Lamar to get streams on his song Not Like Us. If someone doesn't know it and they have the Shazam app on their phone, hit the button, let Shazam record it. Shazam remembers it. You go to your Shazam tracks that you have linked to your Spotify. It should be the top song right there. Hit play and you got the song just like that. There are levels to this, ladies and gentlemen. There are so many strategies you can use that are available for all. For people to go out there and say that's illegal, that's too far-fetched. That is way too far-fetched. Or to say that someone's using bots, that is way too far-fetched. But look, Single City Reactions on the Flexion Mind Network. That's been another video. Let's see what else we can get into, all right? Let's keep going with it. Let's keep going with it, bro. Ooh. What else we got? What other videos I can get into today? Let's refresh. Let's see what we have. Still can't believe Super Saiyan 4 is... Yo, Fire Force season 3, bro. Okay, okay. Let's keep it. Let's be honest right now. Let's be honest, cause I do a lot of music, guys. And when I say I get tired from time to time, I get tired. But I have not watched any anime in like how long? I haven't watched any anime because I was wondering if I should react to any of these shows. I don't know. I really don't know, but at the same time, I'm behind, bro. I'm behind on Bleach. I'm behind on Dragon Ball. But I don't want to give y'all anime knowing that you're not going to watch it. You know? If I'm going to do anime, I got to make sure people are watching the anime too. Right? So, I don't want to pose the question, but I feel like I got to ask. Like, should I react to anime? Whoa, Deleted got suspended on Twitter? Yo, shout out. Nah, we support Deleted, bro. What's going on? Wow. Permanently in read-only mode, which means you can't post, repost, or like. Whoa! Yo, this guy really is the #1 villain for real. Holy. Oh, Future dropped the music video. There goes Geekdom. Shout out to Geekdom, our Dragon Ball god right there, bro. Bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh bullshit. Destiny news. Wait, that's a crazy title. They hate Kendrick Lamar's halftime show, but Elon's Doge team is okay? Valid, bro. Shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Kevin, bro. Wow. I wonder if I should react to the Friday album now. Not gonna lie, there's not... Wow, a violin version of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is crazy. Alright, let's switch to my other browser. Let's see what kind of reactions I got there that I need to do. Where is it? Where's my other browser? Stop playing with me. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. Alright, so that live is pointless to me. Let's go to the home page and see what we have here that we could watch. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Everybody tuning in. Thank you. See, I got another Joe Budden podcast episode to watch. Some Destiny news, some Marvel news. What else we got? Shout out to Gio Italiano 92. That's my guy right there. Friend of the channel. Appreciate you, my guy. We're gonna get your channel up there. Don't worry, bro. We're gonna get you up there. Don't worry. I know you just started. What else? What else we got? Not much. Doesn't look like we have much left. So how about this? I know I got videos up here I gotta react to. What else we got? Drake is lying. We got Jalopy. Jalopy's a safe bet. Let's go Jalopy. Jalopy's a safe bet, yeah.
This video's about to get very...
This is my guy right here, bro. Jalopy Bungus, bro. This is the guy right here, dude. I'm so glad I found this channel. I appreciate this dude for real, bro. No cap. Ugh. Man, my shoulders hurt, bro. All this carrying is crazy. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Get your traps up, bro. Do your pull-ups. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Now we got Jalopy Bungus, y'all. Another video. This video is titled Drake is Lying. Alright? Another live reaction for y'all. So make sure you like, comment, share, and please subscribe to the channel. Please. Anyway, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the situation. Give me your thoughts, all that jazz. And with that being said, let's get into it. Alright? This might be the last reaction for tonight. So let's go.
This video is about to get very surgical, so stay with me. But Drake is lying to y'all, bruh. He is lying. That tour that he just canceled, y'all really think it was due to some scheduling?
Talk to me. I want to see what you think.
Really? about myself. I'm okay with being wrong.
Hey, me too, bro. Me too. Don't get it twisted. I'm not headstrong or any one of them dudes out there, bro. I can admit when I'm wrong, no doubt. I have admitted when I'm wrong. Through reactions as well as through on the podcast. Easy, no problem. This is learning experiences. So I'm not worried, but let's keep going.
Okay? But I'm also going to trust my critical thinking, my ability to use context clues, and my ability to come to conclusions on my own.
I do the same thing.
A lot more than I might trust a outlet that is getting news from a Drake representative.
Facts.
Okay? We're going to dive into this because I don't believe this guy. I don't. Rolling Stone put out an article that basically says Drake officially just canceled that Australian tour he was on. And it's due to scheduling conflicts.
Talk to me.
Interesting. A tour that you set up, that you know the dates to,
Yup.
that you've had set up for probably months now.
Yes.
Is being canceled due to schedule.
Not only that it's been scheduled for months, this is one of your most important tours because you haven't been out to Australia in about 8-10 years. 10 years to round it up. So it's hard to believe you say scheduling issues or scheduling conflicts. It's hard to believe that because if this is really what you wanted to do, you would have nailed out all the conflicting dates already. But I know there's more to this. We've explored it, but I want to see what Jalopy has to say. So let's keep going.
Scheduling conflict? Let's just kind of go over Drake's time while he was in Australia.
Yes, please.
So once we were approaching the tour, there was a lot of articles coming out saying that Drake was having difficulties selling out shows in Perth. And really the only thing to contest these articles was DJ Academics for real. We haven't really seen any major publications state that these shows were sold out, except for when Drake's representative wanted to tell the publications that it was sold out. Things from Australian publications to even fans who live in Australia who were just there. I know y'all remember that What's It podcast I put in my a couple videos ago, where there was a clip of them talking about the fact that Drake isn't really selling and that resellers are buying the tickets and nobody's buying them, right? So there's a whole bunch of different stuff coming out of the situation.
I actually forgot about the resellers, bro. It's when it comes to concert goers and all that, I always forget about the resellers. But the fact that the resellers are not selling is crazy. It's so crazy. I always forget about them.
But the only thing that's saying Drake is selling out is Drake and his representation. Tickets being down as far as $18
wow.
to make it happen. Not to mention that a public health warning was issued after a person infected with measles attended Drake's concert, bruh. Measles, bruh. Measles. It was also stated by the What's It podcast that bundles of Drake's tickets were being given out for free on the radio. This brings us to the present day where Drake has officially canceled the tour. And people are trying to figure out, was it
He's not making no money. He's not making no damn money. And I'm not laughing like, yo, he's not making money. I'm laughing at the fact that what I said prior to this is right. If you're new here, I explained earlier that for this to work for Drake, his expenses gotta be low when he goes out to Australia. But a lot of things that people forget is that you got your positives and negatives that's going to help you with this tour. Your positives are your album. Your positives are, of course, like the people, your fans out there, right? But also at the same time, you have issues. Now the issues is that we know he's flying his plane. We know he's flying Air Drake or OVO, like or Air OVO or whatever you call that plane, right? We know he's flying that. But guys, you gotta remember this part, because a lot of people don't know this part. you gotta fuel that jet, bro. You gotta fuel the jet. It's not a solar jet. It's not something that's gonna charge up in the sun. You have to fuel it with jet fuel, plane fuel, whatever fuel the jet takes. You gotta fuel it with that. And a lot of people don't know, but you gotta buy that. You gotta buy that. Your plane is not under whatever corporation that take care of planes and then fuels them for free. You're not a part of that. You gotta pay to get your fuel in your plane so you can fly out. To fuel a plane, Mike, you know what? Let me see if I still have that window open. Let me double check. How much does it cost to fuel a jet? All right, so this is going to depend because now you're given a margin. The margin is depending on 200 to 2,000 per hour of flight for a private jet. And now we're going to ask, how long does it take to fly from Toronto to Australia? Jesus Christ. Jesus God. Okay, so in one stop, non-stop, it could take up to 22, almost 23 hours to fly to Australia. Okay, you're going this way. You're going one way, right? It's not a round trip. It's one way, right? It could take almost 23 hours. So we're going to say 22 for now, right? Now we're going to go to our calculator. We're going to go to our calculator real quick. We are going to go to the calculator real quick. I know I'm doing this off screen. I'm just going to hurry up and do this. So we're going to take the lowest part of the margin. I'm not averaging this or anything like that. We're just going to take the lowest part of the margin. So we got 200 multiplied by 22 hours. That's about 4 figures. So about $4,400. Now we're going to take 2,000. We're going to take 2,000 and we're going to multiply it by 22. And that is $44,000. Yo. Yo. 5 figures. So between 4 and 5 figures is where it would cost to fuel this jet. And he has like over 100 people going with him. So, you know, it's a pretty big jet. It's not a little plane. All right. Air Drake is pretty big. It's probably presidential. So he has 100 plus people going with him on this trip. And you got to remember, this is for the average jet. Anything that is a larger jet would require significantly more fuel, and that would cost way more to fill it up. So you got to remember that part. To go one way to Australia, Sydney, Australia, 4 or 5 figures, one way. And to go back is another 4 or 5 figures. Guys, that's a lot of money in itself already. And then to fly to New Zealand, it's not a big flight, but it's still going to be significant here. So you got to consider this expense in this right now, right? Now you're giving out all these favors and everything, all these party favors and all that, like you're giving out loot bags or whatever. Now those are going to cost too. Engagement ring, mortgage, all that. Like, yo, I don't know what he's blessing exactly, but consider all this into consideration right now. These are the expenses that matters when you're on this tour. And let's not forget, he loves to party. He loves to drink. He has a supposed drinking problem, but it's also like a minor addiction, whatever. But buying bottles, food, all that, there's more expenses now. You gotta pay attention to these things because these things matter, you know. Let's keep going with the video because I want to know what he has to say. I just want to input that because I did mention that in the last video that I reacted to. So let's keep going.
Scheduling conflict? Was it really? Let me show y'all a clip that I seen recently that came out a day or two before this was officially canceled.
If you check the New Zealand ticket website today, the Spark Arena Auckland shows it now says no availability. And if you saw how many tickets left were there before, you know that this is not a good sign. There were heaps of tickets left. So no availability is definitely a sign that the New Zealand show is going to be cancelled. Once again, none of this is confirmed. Grain of salt, everyone. Anyway, so then I told this to the Discord just to see what everyone thought. And one of our detectives did track down Drake's flight that he's in on and it's leaving tomorrow. So knowing that, it seems to that be Sydney and Brisbane.
Once again, that video was a day before they canceled the tour. And she showed you that there were all types of seats, all types of tickets not bought yet, bruh. That was crazy. And that facility was only a 12,000 cap. So, bro, Drake was really, scheduling conflicts? I don't know about that. Let's take a look at what they mean by scheduling conflicts.
So basically, they had Drake doing 4 shows in 16 days. So essentially, if he had done that, he would have been sitting around in Australia doing nothing for 12 days. And that's a huge waste of money and time because you got to pay for his dancers, his production, his lighting crew. Like, there's a lot of overhead for the
expenses.
Tours. They just,
This is what I'm talking. These are the expenses, my guy. Now, I mentioned the expenses people forget to think about when it comes to him flying his plane. But that's a huge expense. But to pay all the dancers and everybody else that goes with you on this tour, my guy, you're not making money. You're losing money on this tour. You had to cancel. You really had to cancel. You're not making money on this tour. It's not a scheduling conflict. He's lying to your face. I'm tired of these people lying, bro. Stop lying, bro. I remember back in the day, people would literally tell the truth. Yeah, I'm not making no money from that. I'm not making no money from that tour. I'm not making no money from that show. Of course I'm going to cancel the show. Why would I want to do the show? Why would I want to do something? No, I'm not going to make no money out of it. And if he's not making money out of it, that only confirms that Stake is not sponsoring him for this. There's something going on here. There's something going on here.
For the fans who didn't get to see the rest of the show.
That don't make any sense. So you said he'd have been sitting there for 12 days in between shows.
Yeah, I guess they weren't consecutive. So the way they did it,
They didn't know that before they booked him.
That's why fans are upset and they're trying to figure out, well, what was the conflict? And that's why we're here answering with the...
Now, it's very possible that something really came up. It's possible. But knowing who we're dealing with here, somebody who was in a position where they're in denial about their decline right now, right? Because they refuse to believe that they lost the battle fair and square, right? He's already done other things to make it seem like he's not falling. It aligns with the pattern of behavior to say that Drake would be making this look like a scheduling conflict. There's so much of his behavior that tells us that. Now, the possibility that something really came up is there. He could be being summoned to court. That's possible too. There's a lot of things that could be happening. But it's hard to believe that somebody who knew what their schedule was going to look like when they got to Australia is all of a sudden having something like that stop him from doing the tour. Especially when they got people saying that it was a sold-out show, but we just saw with our own eyes that it was not. And I don't know. It kind of looks like he don't got the same Drake effect no more. He dropped his album 1 week ago, bro. 1 week ago. And can you see it on this list? It's at 32 on iTunes charts, bro. These stats around Drake's new album with Party Next Door on the second week are crazy. And it makes the first week look suspicious.
I was literally just thinking that. Because how you go from here and then plummet down here? Now, this is far-fetched as hell. What I'm about to say is far-fetched. It's far-fetched as hell. Hold on a second. Lucian Grange. What I'm about to say is super far-fetched, and I'm doing it for entertainment purposes, and it's all alleged. I want to start there, and I want to make it clear. I'm doing this for the fun of just free thinking. This is only for the fun of free thinking, right? Now, Lucian Grange has a son. Am I really about to say this? Like I said, this is what I'm about to say is for the entertainment of just free thinking, bro. I'm just my mind is flexing right now, and I just want to share. It's all entertainment, alleged, whatever you want to put in front of it, so that I don't want people going out there and saying, "Oh, what's going on here? Is this true?" No. That's not what we do here. All right, this is all for the sake of free thinking. Okay, let me continue. Lucian Grange has a son. Lucian Grange, his son, has a wife. The wife's name is Sophia Richie. In fact, let's search her real quick. Sophia Richie. Now, Sophia Richie, right? She's apparently done a photo shoot. An OVO branded gear. Hold on, let me show y'all the screen. Like I said, this is all for the sake of free thinking, guys. This is all entertainment purposes. This is strictly entertainment purposes. But Miss Sophia over here has done a photo shoot in OVO gear. Now, we know Drake's track record. We know his track record. Do you think he might have done something? Because you got to remember, let's go back. Lucian Grange's son. Oh, he had her in that kind of gear? Yo. Hold on a second. Wait. Move. Yo, Taylor Swift, I don't want to see your stick figure right now, bro. Move from me, dude. Fine, I'll disable it. Pause on this site real quick. But hold on a second. Drake had her in that kind of gear, my guy? Had her in that kind of gear? Is that the same turtleneck that... Yo, what? God, is this the same? Holy. There's no way that's the same. There is no way that is the same. Let's talk about load more. I don't care about load more. I just want to see. Yo, that looks like the same. Hold on a sec. I'm sorry. My mind is just blown right now. That looks like the same-ish. That looks like the same. That's crazy. But look. We know Lucian Grange's son is majority a part of the data analytics side of UMG. We know that for a fact. In fact, let's search it real quick. Job position. So he's currently the CEO of Atlantic Music Group. But we know he's a database-driven individual. He only cares about the data. We know that for a fact. What if he did something to this album to make it do what it did on the first week? Like I said, entertainment purposes, I'm bullshitting. I don't want to say it for fun, bro. I want to say it for fun. But that's crazy that they got her in that kind of OVO gear. I just have to say that. That is crazy. Let's finish out this video, though. It was all for fun, like I said.
I'm not gonna lie, but bro, this all aligns with somebody who might just be selling this, not the same tickets. He really took a huge hit in this rap beat, bro.
Yep.
And I think he's trying to paint the picture that he didn't. And bro, and I can get it why, because he's based his whole career on being the biggest. Him not being the biggest no more would take away all his mystique. Like, and that's ultimately why he has to maintain the image of still being on top and spinning narratives and all this different shit. I mean, look at this. Look at this, bro. Look like what? They're lying. I don't know, bro. I feel like the party is really dying, bro. Like, that whole era of this idea of hip-hop, it's dying and it's trying to keep up its image. It's doing its best. It's doing its best, bro. Drake not the only one. You feel what I'm saying? You even had a little baby out there trying to do something. The first week numbers look solid. Them second weeks is. Because people want to listen to some real shit right now. People want art. That's where the world is going, bro. And Drake and all these other guys, they don't want to believe that side of hip-hop is about to take over because they can't access that side of it. They can't control it. So therefore, they die. They bleed out. And that's what the industry is trying. That's what they're trying to, like. The money is back in hip hop, bro. That's all it is. If you love Tupac's Brother's Got a Baby or Kendrick Lamar's Tell Me Song or Sing About Me, you gon'.
What can I say, man? What can I say? Like, literally, what can I say? What's happening in hip hop right now is real. I'll make it clear. What's happening right now in hip hop is super real. You know? All I can say is strap up and strap in because it's going to get interesting. We can call it for today. We've been streaming for almost 3 hours. It's been 2 hours and 36 minutes. That is a long time. I ain't gonna lie. My mind is saying go on Destiny and then we can go live tomorrow on Twitch. I'm starting to understand my schedule. I think from Tuesday to Friday, I can go live every one of those days. I can go live every one of those days. I think that's the goal. I think that's going to be my streaming schedule, actually. Let me get my calendar. Because we're about to go into March. We're about to go into March. Yeah, so we're about to go into March. So, March 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th are looking like the kind of days that I would be going live. I just need to figure out the timing. Because Tuesday and Wednesday, my services are going to be needed on the dance floor. My services are going to be needed there. So Tuesday and Wednesday, yeah. So I might have to stream earlier in those days. Probably around like 3 p.m. on those days to play it safe. But Thursday, Friday, I can do this time, to be honest, unless I'm going out. So if anything, maybe like 5, 6 p.m. And then Saturday we can do Twitch. It's looking pretty good. In fact, we're in March right now when you think about it. We're in March right now. I just realized, hold on, let me fix this. My calendar, you know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, if you ever need a calendar, you realize you can just go and print it, right? So, yeah. We're in March. Welcome to March, guys. Welcome to March. So, yeah. With that being said, I think that's going to be the schedule for now on, just to get myself out on the algorithm. I got to push these reactions out, though. Definitely got to push these reactions out, so stay tuned for all that. And, yeah. That's what we finna do. Listen, I can head out now, bro. Destiny is calling my name. A workout is also calling my name. And I think a good walk, a good hour-long walk is also calling my name. So we're going to be busy going out through the night, okay? Hopefully I can go to sleep early tonight. God willing. Hopefully I can go to sleep early. Yo, if this magnesium biglycinate works, bro, oh my God, I'm about to fix my sleep schedule. But God willing, you know what I'm saying? Look, This is Single City Reactions. This is what we do here, bro. Guys, this is what we do here. Shout out to everybody that is watching currently. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I hope I entertained y'all for tonight. You know, y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but you were here with me tonight. So I appreciate every single one of y'all, for real. This is Single City Reactions only on the Flex Mind Network. Listen, take care, be well, be safe. Stay true, be you, live long, and please, long live you. Long live you, for real. Peace. Man, I enjoy this, man. I enjoy doing this for real. I enjoy going live. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy people being engaged in the comments, even though it wasn't like that today, but I still enjoy it regardless. So I thank every single one of y'all. Listen, take care of yourselves, sleep well, drink well, eat well, live long, be active, lift weights, and just have fun, bro. Have fun with whatever you do. If you have a job that you don't like, just figure out ways to have fun at it, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna go do what I need to do now. So take care out there, guys. Have a good morning, have a good evening, have a good night, and